Okay, what's going on? This is Free Yourself Radio, Simba 93. Thank y'all. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, it's my birthday on Wednesday. I appreciate that so much. Hey, okay, thank you.
All right, so on the count of three, y'all gonna say happy birthday. We're gonna take a quick break just to get everything out the way. But yo, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday, dear Simba.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes. Appreciate that. That's awesome.
24 on the jersey just for mama and shit. Vince Carter on the beat, I put my arm through the rim. It's your birthday. Put your hands in the air if it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You should be doing that back in the first place. It's breezy, know you heard of me. Ooh, yeah. Pinky ring, we're about to hit these. Two-tone my Lambo, that's drippy. But I left the bite on that, she tipsy. Can't trust these hoes cause they hippie. I know that your best friend gon' slide now. Party at my house, that's a vibe now. All on these hoes like LeBron now. She spitting off the top, that's a freestyle. I'm about to turn it up 100 degrees. Got my baby going up, flight overseas. I don't know where your girl at, she miss. I'm a bad boy like a Detroit Piston. Nigga, I might smash on your bitch, Mitch Richmond. Cooking up that hot shit, yeah, we in the kitchen. You been working out, girl, looking real tempting. The way you make it clap, tonight I might tell. It's your birthday, put your hands in the air if it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You should be doing that back in the first place. It's breezy, know you heard of me. Ooh, yeah. Pinky ring, we're about to hit these. Two-tone my Lambo, that's drippy. But I left the bite on that, she tipsy. Can't trust these hoes cause they hippie. I know that your best friend gon' slide now. Party at my house, that's a vibe now. All on these hoes like LeBron now. She spitting off the top, that's a freestyle. Yeah, let's play about it, makes me feel alright. Just make it shake. I want you to put it all in my face. Make it nasty, bad bitch, walked in, her friends locked in, top 10, toxic I am, yes ma'am. And if they hating on you, I'ma have to kick them out cause it's your birthday. Put your hands in the air, it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You should be doing that back in the first place. It's breezy, know you heard of me. Ooh yeah, pinky ring, we're about to hit these. Two-tone my Lambo, that's drippy. But I left the bite on that, she tipsy.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back officially every last Sunday of the month, showcasing some of the dopest artists out here. We got Yo Flow in the building. What's going on?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Now I just had that surprise. Like I didn't know we were about to have cake. You know?
Happy birthday.
Yes, belated. Thank you. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where you from and who are you?
Man, I'm originally from Florida. I was born here in West Palm Beach, but I grew up in Atlanta.
Hey, South Florida.
North side, what everybody call it. Up in Gwinnett County.
Okay.
And after that, I graduated high school, joined the military, and I just came right back here to Orlando.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, I want to highlight, for those of y'all who don't know, because a lot of times people do things behind the scenes. Yo Flow has been super dope. He's actually sponsored some artists to actually be able to attend Free Yourself in the open mic. We actually did a track together. He hired me to do a feature. So he's dope. He's supportive, you know, so get with him, because a lot of artists, they boast in themselves, but you boast in others as well, and I love that. So.
No, that's how it goes.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your name. Like, why is it Yo Flow?
Actually, it goes back to what you were just saying. It's Yo Flow. It's actually I'm more of an inspirational Christian artist.
Oh, okay.
And I focus more on the positive side of music.
Okay.
So
dope.
Mental health, anything that we could bring up that people are scared to bring up in life.
I love that you brought up mental health. So for you, like, how do you feel like music impacts your mental health? Like, what do you feel like is the relation to music and mental health?
It's funny. I've been doing music since I was a little kid. I've been playing various instruments.
Yeah.
I play trumpet, tuba, piano, percussion. So I actually stopped playing music when I joined the military. So I had to find something to get back into music.
Yeah.
And so that's when hip hop is my favorite love. Tupac.
Okay. Tupac.
That's my boy.
What about The Rose That Grew From Concrete? You familiar with that? The book?
Not
Yeah,
really,
you got
but,
to. You got to.
I'm more going to the Christian side now, like
Yeah.
Lecrae and them.
Yeah,
So,
Lecrae. I
yeah.
went to Lecrae's concert.
Yeah, he was up here just now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So, for you, what do you feel like? What's next for you? Like with with music, with everything.
What's next now is like you said, I've been working behind the scenes on music with you, Kid Pro, and a lot of people. So I'm
Shout out
actually
Kid Pro.
I'm dropping a lot of the content now.
All right.
April 18th.
Yeah, you have a project coming
Yeah.
up, right? Tell us a little bit about that. What are some like other? I know you said Christian hip hop predominantly. What are like some main goals that you have for this project? Like, what is it that you want to come out of this?
I actually just want to open up myself
Okay.
as a person. I feel like a lot of us music got commercialized lately, so I want to get the more authenticity side of
Yeah, more
things.
authentic, more
Yeah,
real.
Like personally, like me, I came out of a divorce a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Yeah, same.
Got custody of both of my kids
Same.
in the process.
Facts.
So I'm just opening up doors.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Topics that people don't want to talk about.
I am right in alignment with that. The same thing for me in my music. I think it's important to be vulnerable, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So like if you were to give your younger self a piece of advice, what would it be?
Younger self for me would be just be you.
All
And
right.
don't be scared what others are saying. Take the criticism, but don't be scared.
Word.
Because I think the number one thing that almost every artist has a problem with is self-doubt.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm
For
trying
you-
to tell y'all, just me, myself, but I know a lot of artists that have self-doubt.
Yeah.
So I want to tell any artist out there that's listening, man, just be you.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who you're listening to. Your
Facts.
favorite artist had the same thing.
Exactly. So actually, do you feel like that's something that you've had to overcome
Exactly.
in order to, be
Yeah.
successful in your music?
Exactly.
Yeah, self-doubt. Yeah, I think a lot of artists, they need to definitely overcome and work on their confidence.
Yeah.
So who are like some people that you want to shout out or give credit to that's helped your journey?
I'll give a shout out to you.
Shout out to God.
Yeah, your platform, but also give a shout out to HM Beats.
Yes,
And Storm
love
Joint.
HM Beats. It's my family right there.
It was
Storm
their
Joint.
platform that got me back in the game.
Okay.
I also want to give a shout out to Jada Prodigy.
Yes.
He's on like 2 or 3 of my records on the project.
Saw him last night.
So yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely been a big
Super
help.
dope.
And then Kid Pro,
Kid Pro.
Honey Bizzo. It's a lot of shout
Oh,
outs.
all artists that
Yeah, a
have
lot of
all
people.
been
Yeah.
in Free Yourself platform.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. So yeah, we have you have a song that you're gonna be playing today. Just tell us a little bit about that song and like about the making of it.
Same thing. It was actually in the middle of the struggle, and it's called Never Ever.
Okay.
It it's basically me just talking about the journey and just saying that it doesn't matter what you go through or what anybody says, just don't ever give up.
Facts.
Just don't ever give up. Just do you.
Just stay in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's really important. So yeah, tell everybody where we can find you and we're gonna get into your song.
You can always find me on Instagram and it's YoFlow on Facebook. I'll be dropping my website with the same domain name, it's YoFlow.com.
Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah, I'll find you guys and I'll follow you back.
All right.
Family.
Let's get it. Yo Flow, never ever. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what this is? It's Yo Flow. Bounce bad music. It's other dreams, boy.
Focus on your dreams.
You know it.
Keep your life
Let's
clean.
go.
Get out your head and stack your
Tell
brain.
again.
Focus on your dreams.
Yeah.
Keep your life clean.
Let's go.
Get out your head
Hey, hey,
and stack your
hey.
brain.
Don't let people tell you who you are. Don't let them tell what you ain't. Treat your life like a car. It's okay to scuff the paint. Cause sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. You just live your life, boy. Ain't nobody else gotta prove. We all created equal. We all go through this scratch and bruise. That's why it's okay to fix yourself. You gotta vent in your tune. Nobody out here walking water. We just out here staying afloat. That's why I keep my guard up on me. And nobody go right. I'll never ever, never ever let them stop my shit. Never ever, never ever let them stop my never ever, never ever. Worship and holy divine. And I never ever, never ever let them take my shit. Never ever, never ever let them stop my never ever, never ever. Worship holy divine. Don't tell them what you can. Don't let them tell what you can't. Sometimes you gotta go hard like LeBron when yours in the paint. I try to go for all my goals like I'm Messi, but I'm toxic like Future. Sometimes, boy, your boy be messy. Let's go. Say family's not family. That's true, man. They put them first. But put yourself first, cause if you don't, you'll put yourself hurt. What can I say, boy? My life tell your fibs. I keep it real, I'm so honest, boy, it is what it is. I'll never ever, never ever let them stop my shit. Never ever, never ever let them stop my shit. Never ever, never ever worship them holy divine. And I never ever, never ever let them say my shit. Never ever, never ever let them stop my shit. Never ever, never ever worship holy divine. Worship holy divine. Yeah. You know what this is? It's your flow. Bounce bad music. It's other dreams, boy.
Focus on your dreams.
You know it.
Keep your life
Let's
clean.
go.
Get out your head and stack your
Tell
brain.
again.
Focus on your dreams.
Yeah.
Keep your life clean.
Go.
Get out your head.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only Keith Anthony out here. Shout out Free World, Free World. Okay,
Oh,
how
yeah,
you
Free
feeling?
World.
Free World.
Hey man, I'm feeling good. How about you?
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
it's a
playing.
beautiful morning.
That's
You
so
already-
lame. That's his song, y'all. Yeah. So what's up? Where you from? Who are you? Like, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Virginia.
Hey,
Woodbridge,
DMV?
Virginia. Yeah, shout out DMV.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm 22 years old.
all right.
Just moved out here probably like 9 months ago.
Right,
So,
right.
fresh out.
Fresh out.
Yeah, it's weird. Not
Yeah,
gonna
but
lie.
you everywhere. Like I see you all the time, you know. And even when you're not there, they bumping your music and tagging you. I'm like, this dude is just everywhere. How
That's
does
just
it
love.
feel?
That's crazy. Like I
No,
don't know. You
dead
don't really get that at
serious.
home for
no,
real,
you don't. I'm be like, dang, is he even here? They just bumping your music.
right? Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them. I think it was yesterday at Hippie
Yeah,
Hideout.
Hippie Hideout.
Bumping that joint. I was like,
Yup,
oh,
shout
that's
out
crazy.
Pain, shout
yeah,
out
that
Red
was love.
Tables. They
yeah,
were
shout out
definitely
them.
bumping your music. Yep.
Yeah, shout out Free World in general. Free yourself
Tell
too.
us a
you know,
little bit
everybody.
about you know, the project that you were on and you know the Free World mixtape and stuff like that.
Man, that mixtape really that's Red, man. He's the genius behind all of that. He got us all together. We put up them songs and then from there it just started taking off.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Where was the first place that you performed when you came here?
Suva Kava.
Suva Kava. Okay,
yeah,
on a
Suva
Friday
Kava.
night.
Shout
right?
out them on a Friday.
Word, okay.
That was dope. They was
So-
dope.
So were you doing music in the DMV area before, or like did you just really get into it when you moved here?
Oh no, I've been doing music since I can remember, honestly.
Okay.
Like yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. So what's the difference that you noticed? Like you said that over there they're not as supportive, or what? What's the difference between Florida and the DMV area?
They got a set sound out in the DMV. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it's
Okay.
love when I'm out there,
Right.
but it's just
It's not the same.
yeah, it's not the same as
I
out
feel
here.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
So
not
what are
at
like
all.
some of your goals with your music? I know you be
Um,
around Full Sail a lot.
Oh yeah, Full Sail. I mean, I just go to school there. I'm
Yeah.
trying to hurry up, graduate. I ain't even
Right?
gonna lie to you. But no, shout out, they're cool though. Full
Alright.
Sail is definitely giving opportunities, but my goal right now, honestly, like
Mhm.
I'm just trying to grow the best I can.
Right.
Like really just get my stuff out of the way. That way I can hurry up and do what I got to do for this music.
Okay. So I know a lot of people like they have like their stage names stuff like that, but you know you go by your government and everything. So why do you like what led you to just want to embody like you know your name like just a lot of people sometimes they put up like personas or they have a different name, but like when there's a point sometimes when people be like no I'm gonna use my name and like own it. Like for you why do you feel like you don't use like a stage name and you just use like your real name?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm a junior too, so like it's really just about wearing my name proudly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just doing what I can. This music stuff I got from my father anyway.
Okay, your
So-
dad was into music.
Yeah, heavy. He was into
Word.
music heavy.
Like in what way? In what capacity? Like what?
He was an engineer,
Okay.
but he also made his own music. And
Alright.
every day, for real, like every time I would spend time with him, it'd be like in the
Shout out
studio
to
or
dads.
on the piano. Yeah, no, for sure. He
For
was
sure.
dope.
Growing up around that definitely, I'm sure, had a big influence. So, yeah, like what are some cities that you wanna perform at or like you know travel to?
Everywhere. I ain't even
Everywhere.
gonna lie. I want to go
But
everywhere.
where's the first stop?
LA.
L.A. Oh,
Yeah, I want to
okay.
go LA first.
Never know. California might be coming soon. I don't know
Hey.
about L.A., but California in general, you know. We do
Cali in general
a
is
road
dope.
to yeah.
What you call it?
You never know. We doing a road to Japan too next. You never know. I'm just
Hey,
messing with
look.
you. Nah, the possibilities are endless. So
For
you know,
sure.
honestly, you just never know. But yeah, I love your energy. I know, like every time you perform, you know, you try to get up close and personal. For you, like when you perform, like what's it like for you? Like, do you? Some people, you know, they black out. They start thinking about certain things or they visualize people in a certain way. Like when you perform, like what goes on in your mind? Like,
Honestly, when I'm performing, I'm just thinking of who is that one person that I can like touch their heart today.
so
You
you
feel me?
really just trying to make an impact.
Exactly.
Facts. Okay. So yeah, your song, I genuinely really love it. Beautiful Morning. It's really refreshing. Tell us about the process of that song.
Honestly, that song, I don't even know how it came about. Truthfully, like it was one night I just woke up feeling a little like off.
Yeah.
And then it was just like I kept having to remind myself, all right, the next
Yeah.
day's gonna be good. The next day's
That's a
gonna be
good
good.
point.
And then once it came to like 2 weeks of feeling like that, then I just sat down in the studio. That song came about. My boy was in there. He started humming like the chorus.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, all right, bet. And we just
Yeah.
got down from there.
Word. Okay. So anyone you want to shout out or anything like that?
Shout out the
Helped your
team for real,
journey?
for real. I ain't gonna lie. From being out here, shout out Hime, shout out Kid Carter, shout out Red Table 17, shout out y'all Indie Jams, Free Yourself. You feel me? Always
Yes,
showing
sir.
love. Free
Yeah,
World.
you killed it
know.
at the competition. People were
Oh,
like, oh my god.
Look, that competition, that was so fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out Paper
Yes.
for real. Like I
Yes,
saw he
sir.
did his thing at South by Southwest too. That joint was
Word,
crazy.
word. Yeah, you killed it for real. So I heard you got a little acapella. You got a little freestyle for us. So we're gonna spit. We're gonna run some beat real quick.
Alright.
See what you got. This is real Keith Anthony. Shout out Free World. Shout out Free Yourself. Indie Jams. Let's go.
We put on that Nas joint for real. This is
Uh-oh.
Wally. This
Okay.
is Wally for real.
Okay. No pressure though. Word. Make sure y'all stream Beautiful Morning. Make sure y'all stream the the Free World General mixtape, everything like that. So tap in.
Look,
Full
that
Sail
joint
tap
crazy.
in. All
Full
the
Sail
artists,
tap in for sure.
Y'all need to be here.
Look, they tripping if they not.
Then
You feel
right,
me?
we need you to help spread the word. All right, let's go. Here we go. Get free. Live and direct. Lil Keith Anthony, let's go.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Yo.
Look, you see me ballin', call me Kobe when I fade away. I grab the 9, leave y'all behind when I elevate. They say we can't kill a beat, well let me go and demonstrate. He tried to cross me, I ain't hezzy, I spray it, I'm not fillet. They switching sides, I had to realign, well who gon' play? This is the rumble in the jungle, Ali Boombaye. I had to murder this beat, ain't no kumbaya. I'm Iverson stepping over rappers when I'm in the booth with Ye. I'm so different, it's prolific, my soul's lifted. Say you a star, you sniffing lies that leave your nose itching. I see my niggas die, still don't keep no pole with me. Nipsey told me hustle, so you know I'm finna go and get it elevated on life. Meditate when I write, on medication at night to feel this addiction, so now I break the chain and show light. Play me like a hoe, right? With 30 days and cold nights, I can say that I've risen, let's get it. Yeah.
Hear you then. Pull up
Hey,
to
pull
Indie
up.
Jams and let's do it.
Yeah,
Word,
yeah.
So we're about to get into this song once again. It's called Beautiful Morning. It's on the Free World mixtape.
Hey,
Free World.
free world.
For those of y'all who are like, what the heck are they talking about? You need to tap in, okay? Shout out everybody, coming through. So let's get into it. Introduce your song and let's go.
Hey, my name's Keith Anthony. This is Beautiful Morning. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanna a beautiful morning. Yeah. I just wanna a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Yeah. Look, I said I came in the game to make a name that's bigger than Jay and bigger than Nas and bigger than Ye. I gotta collect this crown while I'm sitting on hate and break away from the chain as I travel by faith, but that's a crossroad. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Still tripping, but they said that this is our race. It's God's grace, the way I made it from heartaches. Losing people left and right to watch my heart break. It's an illusion, the way you moving, I see it clear. I spread a movement and stay on 10 when I'm hitting fears. I could've died, but I didn't because he interfered. I'm in the field, but I battle when I see demons near. I take a kneel, but I pray that the Lord will keep me here. I'm being real. Lately I've been feeling like we went too far. I wanna be saved while we sit in awe, so I don't fall like y'all. Yeah. Beautiful morning. Yeah, I just wanna a beautiful morning. Yeah, I just wanna a beautiful morning. A beautiful morning. going to hell. Try my best to keep the faith, so I'm never going to fail. Life is getting hard, so I try my best to prevail. I see what I could be, so I'm talking about a tale. Well, life is picture perfect and none of the fam in jail. Wishes came true when you toss a coin in the well. Maybe people say they love you, but I know it's played out. Yeah, I'm on my mind thinking people will wish me well. See, and people slaved out for the bag chase. And I ain't running in no rat race. Why chase first when the end will put you in last place? You talk about the things you ain't living, now that's a sad case. I could've died twice, but he had grace. Ain't no slowing down, I'm in fast-paced movement to get my truth in. Now there's a bad taste. I ain't talking about how to get the money the fast way. A beautiful morning, yeah. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, yeah. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, a beautiful morning. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, yeah, yeah. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, yeah. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, yeah. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, a beautiful morning. I just wanna. A beautiful morning, yeah, yeah. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Yeah, I went and fought for this life back. I'm writing you this letter, hoping that you won't write back. I put the bottles down so I can go get this mic back. I've been in the dark, so now I pray for my light back. Where I'm from, if dogs bark, you gotta go bite back. Bite back. I'm looking at my phone and see more of my people gone. Tried to pray for them and still I sit and write this song to all my people losing people, hoping that I see tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I see tomorrow. Yeah, living now, see tomorrow. I'm just hoping that I see tomorrow. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, we back. Free Yourself Radio, WCN King. What's going on? You came in with a tux and kind of play. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. A little tired.
What's up. A little tired. You gotta wake up. It's a beautiful morning. I'm just playing.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah. Quick plug. But yeah, like, who are you? Where you from? You know, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm WCN King. I'm from here, Orlando, Florida.
Right.
I was raised here, born in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Wait, what part?
Winchester.
Alright, I used to live in Norfolk, so. Alright,
Yeah.
that's dope. So, like, your musical journey, tell us about it. Like, what got you into it? How did you start, doing your thing?
So I actually kind of happened by accident.
Yeah?
Because I started writing like a year ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
This man named J Penn came up to me and said, "You look like a musician. You want to make music?" And I was like,
Oh,
"Sure."
dang. Profiling, but in a good way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, it kind of, like, it sparked an epiphany. Like, you know what? Maybe I should try that.
Because I made a few songs. I liked it. It sounded hard, so kept
So,
going.
like, but what was the moment when you were like, nah, like, this is really my thing. Like, I know I got to do this.
Probably after my first song hit 1,000 streams.
What? Congrats. That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, well, since I got quite a few streams on that, I should probably keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, we don't need to seek validation. We just look within ourselves. But definitely when you see that people are, like, vibing with your music, they like it, they're rocking with it, you're like, I'm just going to keep going. So what do you normally talk about? Like, what's the common theme? What is your music usually about?
Well, on some of the newer stuff I'm working on, it's more mental stuff about my mental state and all that. But on my current stuff out, it's more like that.
Yeah.
Just talking shit.
I love that you brought that up, mental state, because, like, a lot of times, people overlook mental health. Like, mental health is so important. And, people don't understand, like, this is legit therapy. Like, people pay for therapists, but we pay studio time. Like, it's legit therapy. So for you, like, when you make music, do you feel like it's therapeutic? Or, like, how does it affect your mental state? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So whenever I feel a lot of emotions, everybody feels emotions.
Yeah.
But whenever I feel an emotion, I have to put it to a song.
Okay.
I realize that, like, any negative emotion can be put into a song rather than put it into the world.
Yeah.
So I always
or
put
violence.
it. Yeah. So
For real.
whenever I feel violent, I put it into a song. And it gives me real great music. So
I love that. Yeah, I work with a lot of youth, so they definitely deal with the anger management stuff. So I need to hear that. So what has been something that you feel like you've had to overcome during your whole, creative journey so far?
Name dropping. I do a lot of name dropping.
Like in a negative way? Like
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have to like censor yourself?
Yeah. So
Dang, we ain't no name drop today.
especially with Food Cell, cause
Oh.
Food Cell would hate.
Oh. Small circle, huh? We don't need no ops pulling up in here. Daughters in here. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I like that you're really transparent about that. You know, like I think a lot of times people, they try to put on a front. It's like, nah, like I want to, like you did me dirty and I want to say it. But I think it's a lot of maturity. It's a great sense of maturity that you decide not to.
Yeah.
Because like it's important for us to, protect like our reputation and others as well. So I think that's really mature of you. That's dope. But how's it like in Full Sail? Like pros, cons. Shout out Full Sail. We actually gonna do a tour for our youth soon, but
It costs a lot of money. It's very
Okay.
stressful, and the people are kind of cool. That's about it.
oh, okay, all right, that's what's up. All right, and for you, like, where's some places that you performed here in Orlando?
Suva, the Geek Easy
Suva.
when it was around.
Geek Easy.
Um,
Rest in peace. I'm just
Food
playing.
Cell itself.
Oh.
It's coming back.
Rest in pause. I'm just playing.
But Food Cell,
All right.
and then I guess here.
Yeah, word. All right, that's what's up. So, like, for you, who are some of your inspirations, like, musically, like, that you listen to?
So my mom's a singer and my brother's a rapper,
Oh.
and they've both gotten pretty successful so
Have
far.
you collabed with them?
No, not yet.
What? You
Yeah.
got collab with your family, man?
I was kind of just waiting on to a point I got to a similar level as them, so I won't be like I'm getting no handout.
Oh, so you really, like, view them up there.
Mhm.
That's dope. Okay. So I love that. Shout out to God aligning that for you, somebody telling you look like a creative and that led you to this. That's super dope. So, where can we find you and everything like that?
I'm just about on every social media platform. I'm even on LinkedIn.
Okay.
All is WCN King. WCN King.
Yeah, W. And if there's one thing like that you could tell somebody, like one piece of advice for somebody who's thinking about starting being an artist, what would it be?
Just write to anything and everything. Don't be scared about networking with the right people or wrong people. As long as you network with somebody, that's somebody to work with in the future.
All right. So you already heard it. WCN King, let's go. You're gonna introduce your track because it's hot, it's popping. Want to hear it? So let's introduce it.
WCN King, Bacardi. Ha.
Let's go, Bacardi. Let's go. You want some?
WCN King, worldwide and we all shine. Hey. Ha. Bitch. Ask what's in my drink, baby. I'm sipping Bacardi. Today I was getting paid. Sorry, I'm late to the party. Baby, I don't care for your man. You can leave him broken hearted. Talking get out of hand, then we put him in his back with a target. Sorry I was late to the thing, my gang real quick had it ready to splat it. Not gonna be right there, too sad. Next time his family gonna get together. Boy, no life do shit. Gang. No young nigga move like an actor. Got in a wreck just once, got a new car just driving fast. Bottles pop, clothes drop. Baby girl, get ready to dance. New op, 100 shots. Real crazy, I'm the last one to stand. Really turn to hacks if you talking on the fucking Instagram. Swear that being a goat is a part of a nigga's fucking brand. I really roll. Niggas that play with the stickers that really gon' take every top. Turn them to swishes, he swim with the fishes. He really don't know that we move like the mob. Mess with my idols, don't fuck with my idols. I'm really out there just to take out the spot. Not 21, but I do it a lot. Young guys nigga be talking like cock. I'm in the club, raising hell. Cheat on a man, but you never gon' tell this nigga a bitch. Real shit, you letting off 5, then I'm letting off 6. Like you wanna get licked. Too lit, but a nigga too old to fall from the tricks. They got some blicks. Real hits, but if Brody stay with me, then I'm taking that risk. No Polo G, but my niggas really heartless. No way boogie, but a nigga's a fucking artist. Think I got a name, just wait till I'm charting. Nigga warrior, really move like a Spartan. Bitch, that's what's in my drink, baby, I'm sipping Bacardi. Ay, today I was getting paid, sorry I'm late to the party. Ay, maybe I don't care for your man, you can leave him broken hearted. Ay, talking get out of hand, then we put him in his back with a target. Fucked up.
We the guys. RP staying in this bitch. Gang.
Gun to your head, say to your right, it's supposed to be gay. No, I'm a black, but I stay with the red, with the beam on the 40, this shit infrared. Catch me in case, duck in the feds. Pray all the guys doing time on their head. Cut me a leg out the side of his head, I've been making it shake since I threw out the meds. I'm off the beans, crazy, say you gon' what? This shit a 10 out of 10. Call it up, can, we finna spin, right, again and again and again.
Know that boy getting put in the fridge. Put him on ice, ice, baby. Like, you been a pack from the rip. You looking ice, spice, baby. Like, I'm on that dirt shit. I'm trying to paint ASAP Rocky like Rihanna done gave him a kid. Fuck with the gang, we gotta hang. Like, really is what it is. Show me that shit, shake that. Like, what you gonna do when you straight? Show me that shit, shake that. Like, what you gonna do for this dick? I'm with the P's, gang signs. I'm trying to take out a ring. She on her knees, FaceTime. Somebody get her a bed. Look, threesome. Me and the Glocks had a day with a op. Guess we ready to pop. Like, who really taking a shot? They know that it's lit. Know that, like, up if you ready or not. Ain't got a front like you taking a stand. But we know you gon' spit, you gon' tell on your man. Well, I stay with this stick, cause I stay with a plan. I been cleaning my shit, so I know it won't change. You know we got smoke if you chill with the ops. 30s and 30s, this bitch gon' pop. When I aim at that sand, and that bitch gon' drop. That boy had a vest, but I aim for his top. Put him on ice, ice, baby. Like, you been a pack from the rip. You looking ice, spice, baby. Like, I'm on that dirt shit. I'm trying to paint ASAP Rocky like Rihanna done gave him a kid. Fuck with the gang, we gotta hang. Like, pink really is what it is. Show me that shit, shake that. Like, what you gonna do when you straight? Show me that shit, shake that. Like, what you gonna do for this dick? I'm with the P's, gang signs. I'm trying to take out a ring. She on her knees, FaceTime. Somebody get her a bed. Look.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back with Belglade, baby. How you feeling today, King?
What's up? What's up? I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. You look so mellow and relaxed. I'm like, man, I need to get like you.
It's all the time thing.
Word. You come a little closer.
My bad,
All
my
right,
bad.
word. So tell us about yourself. You know, for those of you who never met you or seen you before, like where are you from and everything.
All right, so I go by Belglade Baby, but I'm a native Floridian. You know,
All right. What part of Florida?
Born in a little town called Belglade.
Oh.
But then I've mostly been raised here in Orlando.
Hence the reason Belglade Baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So that's why you call Belglade Baby then.
Yeah.
So did someone give you that name, or you just like I'm gonna rep my city?
I just decided to rep it myself.
Okay.
You know.
That's
I
dope.
don't really see too many people doing it, so I do it myself.
That's dope. I like that. You know, a lot of times back in the day, people rep their city more. Now people more rep themselves. So that's cool that you always about that. So when did you start doing your thing with music, and like when did you start this whole process?
For me, this process probably started about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm originally an art head, so I was heavy into drawing and painting and dancing and everything. But then it just transformed into music over time. So
that's super dope. You should incorporate. Have you ever tried to like paint like an interpretation of one of your tracks?
Oh, all the times I have plenty. Like I got sketchbooks and like canvases full of them.
You gotta come do that at the open mic.
Oh yeah,
that'd be super dope.
That'd be dope.
My album is actually an painting interpretation of one of the songs. So
oh, that's nice. I got to see it now.
Yeah, it's on Apple Music. So tell us a little bit about like as you're creative, because you don't just do music. Like what has been something for you that has been like a high point and like a low point, and how did you overcome that?
I want to say high point would probably be like seeing how much potential that I have myself, where I can take, myself with like the gifts and abilities I've been given, and then having to overcome people not seeing that for you, and setting expectations they have on how you want to be or who you want, like who they see you as, and then trying to rise above that.
All right. So do you ever like meditate or like do anything in particular to try to kind of get in the zone or get in the mood of like creating? Because some people, they have certain processes.
Not necessarily. For me, I think creating is just natural. It's something I've been doing since I was young, so it's just natural at this point.
Oh, okay. That's super dope. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about like, in the scene, like do you feel like people are super supportive? Have you received a lot of love? Or do you, like is it hard for you to network? What's it like?
I mean, it's not hard to network at all. I find like I'm a very sociable person when the time comes, but
when the time comes.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of support, what I'm saying? So I can't say I haven't had any. It's just I wish I had the other type of support,
Yeah, I hear
That's
that.
all.
Right. So, like, what are some goals for you? Like, what are some things that, you're like, man, I really want to accomplish this, even with your art?
For my art, honestly, you just want to be able to distribute and push it everywhere. My main goal is just to, just have my stuff out on, platforms and really, push it, get an album out.
Have you been to Art Basel in Miami?
No, I have not yet, but I've been around the few times. Yeah, I scroll through Miami all the time, but I haven't been to Art Basel yet.
You gotta apply to put your art out there. It's every year in Miami. Super dope. Yeah. So for you, if you could tell your younger self one piece of advice, like what would it be? I like to ask artists that sometimes.
If I could tell myself, it'd probably be like 2 or 3 pieces, no cap.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, discipline. Like, just like
say that again.
Create a habit of discipline because it'll take you far for sure.
Big facts.
You know, another one would be just staying focused, like no matter what's going on, because with discipline you also need focus. You know what I mean? So, and there's a lot of distractions on the outside that can get in your head.
I definitely agree. Word. So, is there anybody that you want to shout out or recognize during your journey?
I mean, it's a few people for real. First and foremost, shout out Grayson, it's my engineer, dope bad dude. Shout out Gertie, another producer I've been working with, and my boy Robbie from Circle House.
All right.
Tap
in. I always like to give people that segment because, to recognize their friends and people that they're working with. Word. So you want to introduce your song or tell us a little bit about that and where we can find you?
All right. This song is called Picasso. It's actually unreleased, but I do have other music out on all platforms.
Yeah. Now I understand why you call it Picasso. It makes a lot of sense. Word. So y'all make sure y'all follow and tap in. If y'all need custom paintings and stuff like that too, that's super dope. Make sure. So Belgrade, baby, let's go.
Make me feel like Picasso. Twist up this week, got me feeling like Pablo. Find a Billie Jean, now I'm ballin' like Michael. Floss when I step, when I walk, it's a light show. Beats in my heart, but some things I can't let go. Niggas move strange, got a few that I keep close. Rose from the dirt deep down, I was too low. None of you niggas ain't wanna see me grow. Feel like Picasso off the grenadine. Turn up to the max, I'm off the dopamine. Before this shit would've been a marina. I'm sitting at home, stuffing bed in my jeans. Shawty go crazy, she swallow the bean. Various flavors I'm choosing between. End of the night, they all leaving with me. I like them chocolate and vanilla bean. I'ma go up to the end of the night. Don't pass me no ginger, or hand me the Sprite. Keep to myself and I stay out of sight. Truck on the low, but I'm up in the sky. Got too much for this, need to learn to relax. I seen it through, I know God got my back. Feeding my spirit, so I got a text. Purely business, ain't no feelings attached. Pull up at the spot, I'm deep, and we all look fly right now, right now. The way she looking at me, see you gritting your teeth, bite down, bite down. Way too much in my cup, got my body doing spins, feeling like unlocked. Chiefin' with my brothers in the room, been high since 9 on top these clouds. We been ballin', we gon' get it, Collins. I was chasing chickens, I need spinach. Stack this right up to the ceiling. Finesse for the feta cheese, I'm too cozy, roll the grease. Come too close and you gon' freeze. Side too strong, it make me wheeze. Writing these lines make me feel like Picasso. Twist up this week, got me feeling like Pablo. Find a Billie Jean, now I'm ballin' like Michael. Floss when I step, when I walk, it's a light show. Beats in my heart, but some things I can't let go. Niggas move strange, got a few that I keep close. Rose from the dirt deep down, I was too low. None of you niggas ain't wanna see me grow. Grow, ain't wanna see me grow. Fuck y'all, I got it on my own. Low, they wanna keep me low. Still strong, collecting pesos.
Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only Haitian Chopper, all the way from Fort Lauderdale.
What's going on?
That's where I'm from. So you already know Fort Lauderdale in the building. Drove up here. And you're so dope. You've been coming out, showing love, performing at our events and competition and everything else.
For sure.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. We know where you're from, but tell us about you.
I'm from Broward County, Florida. My name Haitian Chapo.
Okay.
I'm from North Lauderdale, to be exact.
Exactly, North Lauderdale. That's where I'm from too. Okay. Shout out Broward Meat and Fish Market. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, but no. But yeah, how long you been doing music?
I've been doing music since I was 14 years old.
What? Okay.
Yeah, dope.
So what got you into it though? You were mad at a girl, huh?
You know, I was in the
God.
choir. My mom was in the choir at church,
Okay,
and then my
church.
brothers them. Shout out to Junkie Jack. When he started doing it, that's what made me take it serious with it.
All right, super dope. So I know you don't just go by Chapo, you go by Haitian Chapo. So tell us a little bit about, you know, like the culture and, you know, everything like that. Like, do you know, you rep that heavy in your
Oh,
music?
of course.
and-
Aisen, of course. So
Well, tell
like,
us about that.
it's beautiful. The culture beautiful. The place is beautiful to go to, and we just, you know, hardworking people that migrate here and try to
That's
make a way.
fire. Do you incorporate the language and everything?
Of course, I
Of
speak
course,
it. Yes.
that's super dope. Yeah, y'all need to make sure y'all tap in. Like, if y'all have, you know, speak different languages, please tap in. That's dope. So, for you, like, I know you perform with us, did everything like that with us. Where are some other places that you perform at?
I perform it at Munchies Club Pizza. It's a place downtown, Los Olas.
Okay, about to be there this weekend.
I performed at King of Diamonds.
Oh,
Yeah, I performed there.
KOD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And a couple other places. down there.
But we know for yourself what's your best. I'm just
Right,
joking.
right,
Understand. But that's dope. But yeah, so like, what are some goals that you have with your music? Like, you working on any visuals? What you got coming up?
Yeah, I have a visual coming out May around my
Alright.
dad's birthday.
Hey, shout
and-
out Dad.
Mhm.
Pops.
Yep.
Very
And then
nice.
really more marketing.
Yeah.
Working on marketing right now.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So
that's
for
the big
you,
key.
I'm glad that you brought that up. A lot of people make really dope content, and you know they have this content, but they don't understand the importance of marketing.
Mhm.
So like, what are your, not to like give away all the gems,
Right,
but what are
right.
some things that you're doing to like effectively market
The
yourself?
ads, the groundwork.
Sponsor ads?
Yeah, sponsor ads. You got to
Okay.
pay for it. You got to.
You gotta invest in
yeah, you have
yourself.
to. You got
Stop
to-
being cheap.
Yeah. A lot of
I'm
ads.
dead serious.
A lot of ads, cards, CDs.
Yeah,
I
no,
push
it's true, and I say that with love because people will spend $20 to get in the club to listen to reruns and
Mhm.
try to talk to people that probably gonna play you anyway,
Right.
and they will not spend $20 on themselves.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
They spend it for weed. They spend it for any
Yup,
other thing. But
and not afraid to talk about it because you have to invest in yourself. You have to
Got
spend a
to.
little money to make a little money and make an impact.
Mhm.
I love that you brought that up. So yeah, you know, we want to have you back, of course. But you know, what are some other things that maybe like you want to bring up, basically that have to do with like what you've had to overcome or like that you've had to kind of go through to maybe like stay in the game and stay consistent? Like, have you ever had anybody like come against you or try to push you
nah,
away?
really, it really was like a living situation.
Okay.
That pushed me like to where I had to ground break and keep pushing, keep
Yeah.
moving. Really, that's it.
Living situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So the grind.
Yeah, the grind.
So what would be like your piece of advice to other creatives that are kind of going through a similar situation?
Don't stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. Nobody ain't gonna believe in yourself like how you do.
Okay.
No matter what they say.
Dope. So have you been back to Haiti recently?
No.
You gotta shoot a video over
It's
there.
yeah, I do.
Yes,
I
sir.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
it's cool. I got to. I
So
was
that's
just
next on the map. All right.
for real.
That's dope. Word. So where can we find you?
You can find me on all the platforms. I'm sorry. Spotify, SoundCloud, DistroKid,
Alright.
Freeze, everywhere.
And
Instagram.
are you doing features? Like, can people book you for features?
Yeah, of
Word.
course.
All right. Where can they find information to book you?
At my Gmail, HaitianChapo@gmail.com. Yeah,
Word.
HaitianChapo@gmail.com.
Chavo, can you freestyle in Creole?
No, not yet.
That would be
Come on, give
fire.
us something.
Nah, not yet.
Give us a little
I'm gonna keep it honest. The freestyle, I rather write though. I rather write.
You got something written in your head?
She basically said she want to hear the Creole.
Yeah.
I want to
Come on,
hear
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Nah, I don't do it in Creole though. I ain't good at that. I ain't good at that yet.
You
But I can
should,
speak
though.
it fluent. I can speak it in. But
You should though.
Yeah, I
Incorporate
know.
it in your music. It's a whole nother lane.
Yeah.
Big facts. Word. So Haitian Chapo, we got Mob Life coming up, yeah?
Yes.
So introduce that track and let's get into it.
My name is Haitian Chapo and Mob Life is coming up next.
Yes, sir. Haitian Chapo, Mob Life. Let's go. Book him.
Free my mob, brother. Federal, fuck 'em, nigga. Mob life, went through hard times. I swear I paid the price. Long nights, I went through hard times. Putting down on any block, letting up. Ain't no letting up, things coming back to back. Serving crack, nigga tryna block, get hit with the dirty Glock. Damn, how the fuck you getting them bands, but you ain't paying your mama bills? This game I trust so dirty, so I get it how I live. Got so many keys, locksmith. I ain't got no time to pay, I get the cheese, then I dip. Want my wrist on freeze, so when I come through, I can step. I've been grinding hard, remember times I slept in traps. Took off with the Mars and they ain't even know I left. When I'm with the mob, you know them bitches like to step. This one cool with, yeah, that trash shit that would pay. Man, my brother foolish, so don't come right here playing crazy. We keep a lot of static, making bitches change their stations. I've been down so long, I swear to God, I hope I make it. Fuck the industry, I'm in the trenches, thugging. Money on the counter, Yoda in the pot, bubbling. So I sold 100 racks today and I ain't done yet. I ain't got no tolerance, cause bitch, I'm with the dumb shit. Yeah, serve that pack, y'all niggas serve that pack, yeah, ooh shit. We don't talk, we just count them racks, yeah, ooh shit. We keep ammo like we from Iraq, yeah, ooh shit. About my money, boy, I'm going back, yeah, ooh shit. Count up, run that checker, yeah. Lost so many niggas, it's so hard to trust, yeah. Catch me on the stove making the dope lock, yeah. If you ain't from that north, then you can't mob with us, ooh shit. Count up, run that checker, yeah. Lost so many niggas, it's so hard to trust, yeah. Catch me on the stove making the dope lock, yeah. If you ain't from that north, then you can't mob with us. Trap star, move a lot of work, watch it go like fast cars. Yeah, no, can't come to my city, boy, you need a passport. He talk a lot, but I swear my brothers like the mute shit. Pack them niggas up just like an egg, kick the trap, that what pays me. I was hungry, so I had to grab my own plate. So I'm saucing, I'm so wavy like an ocean. They see I'm ballin', so they had to go and off on. We keep them choppers, so beef with us, then that's your problem. Secure that pack, then send that hit, yeah, ooh shit. By 12 o'clock, I bet he dead, yeah, ooh shit. We got soldiers that play Simon Says, yeah, ooh shit. I did that big, came home without a scratch. Oh man, I be spazzing when it come that cocaine. Goddamn, bitch, I want the money, I ain't come to make no friends. Ballin' like I'm Spalding, don't short me up on my money, bitch, I'm clutching carbons. Yeah, them bullets go through caravans. I ain't playing, I know some Haitians get that dope in, like it's Medellin, Pablo Escobar shit, hit a middleman. I was born up in that jungle, like I'm Tarzan. Give me the weight, stash it away, then grind like I'm starving. If he hate, bullets chase, now he stack like garbage. I don't give a fuck about no bitch, miss me with that bro bitch. Pockets be on Norbit, I just want a whole brick, bitch. Yeah, ooh shit, count up, run that checker, yeah. Lost so many niggas, it's so hard to trust, yeah. Catch me on the stove making a dope lock, yeah. If you ain't from that north, then you can't mob with us. Oh shit, count up, run that checker, yeah. Lost so many niggas, it's so hard to trust, yeah. Catch me on the stove making a dope lock, yeah. If you ain't from that north, then you can't mob with us, yeah. Ooh shit, count up, run that checker, yeah. Lost so many niggas, it's so hard to trust, yeah. Catch me on the stove making a dope lock, yeah. If you ain't from that north, then you can't mob with us. Mob with us.
17.
All right, Free Yourself Radio, we back with King Dynasty. How you feeling? He all came in here iced out. Like, can I just get one? I'm just playing. How you doing today? How you doing today?
Chilling, excited.
Chilling, excited. You look big, excited.
Forget
That's
about it.
what's
I
up.
love it.
All right. First time us having you here on the show. So tell us about yourself. Where you from? You know, where
From
you
Jersey.
repping? From Jersey.
I'm from Jersey, Hoboken, born and raised,
Okay.
and then I went to high school in North Bergen, you know,
Okay.
and then I moved here when I was 18.
What?
At first, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't like it.
So
I
that's
didn't
like
like
a
it at
year
all.
ago, huh? I'm just-
I didn't like it at first, cause like, especially when you're from up
Up
north, that you could walk and everything. Over here, you gotta drive and stuff. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
and then they want to.
But then I met a couple people and now I love it. Yeah, I don't want to go back.
Yeah, that's dope. You seem like you have a lot of great energy. You know, you in a good mood all the time. That's what's up.
I'm hyper as hell. It's just
How do you
now
maintain that hype? Like, how you maintain that?
I've
hype?
always been hyper since I was a kid.
What? Like your eyes are just glowing right now. That's super fire. So, like for you, you know, Jersey, they do a lot of drill music and stuff like that up there. Are you into drill?
I am, but I don't do it though. I
No?
don't sound good in English. I'm more of an Hispanic. I'm Puerto Rican, so I don't know.
Puertorriqueño.
Ya tú sabes. So I'm more on the Hispanic side, where with reggaeton,
Okay.
trap, all that.
Hey, okay, that's what's up. All right, you got that energy. So, did you grow up around music, or like how'd you get into it?
Yeah. My grandfather. My
abuelito.
grandfather. Yeah. He was big. He was really big in Puerto Rico. With the old school, bolero and then my father was a percussionist and stuff. So
right.
and then my mom dealt. When we used to have like festivals and stuff. She dealt with famous people. El Gran Combo, Frankie Hui, all that. So you know, so like it's just, I guess it's in the
just like
blood.
regular,
Yeah,
like,
it's just
we
in the
do-
blood.
it's like we
you
do
know,
this,
so
right?
so
Like-
you know, and then when I started when I was 4.
What?
And I
Hitting the
started.
drum.
Yeah, I started.
Bop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I used to imitate a singer Daddy Yankee when Gasolina came out.
Yeah.
That was it for me, and then I just
Uh-oh,
started doing.
Weezy and Del too?
Yeah,
Those were back in the day.
I just started doing his songs. You know, like every new song he comes out with, I would just do it. You know, until I turned 18. I moved here, and then I started doing my own stuff in 2020.
Yeah. I remember middle school back in the reggaeton. We used to wear like the little paste pants, you know, the Brazilian pants with the hair and all that.
The baggy jeans.
Oh my God, throwback, boy, that's crazy. Word. So, tell us a little bit about like your journey. You know, I know you have a lot of hype and a lot of good energy, but what has been one thing? You know, we always ask our artists to be transparent that you've gone through or you've overcame to kind of get you to this positive point that you're at right now, which we're loving.
You know, we all have our you know, our stories, and you know, we all have our good and bad moments. You know, I think one of the worst moments was like when my biological father passed away, and his and like his side of the family turned their back on me and blamed me for it.
Damn.
You know, and then you know, so now you know the music I do, if it's something like, you know, not controversial, but like, you know, where I say some spicy stuff on and everything, I just be throwing it to, you know, to all the haters and all that.
Right.
I just love to show off and stuff here and there.
Word. No,
So
I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, you can't let that stuff get to you. Word. So, you know, I know you performing soon in April. So tell us about that. You excited? What you preparing
April 30th.
for that?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, he's
One
excited.
one thing is like you could see like a video of me performing, and yeah, you know, it's good and stuff. But it's different in person.
Yeah,
and I
y'all
tell
gotta see
everybody
it in
that.
person.
I tell everybody that, and they're like, yeah. And then when my last show, I had a couple people, yo, what the hell was that? You freaking like you turn into a whole different person.
Word. I want to hear some of your lyrics. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you know, some of them lyrics.
Oye, checa. Yo sí que tengo el poder para dejar caer encima de papel. La calle está mala, pero todo me llama. Saca punta los lápiz, las voces y multiplican.
Yeah.
A mí no me importa la gente que me critican.
What?
Se acaban los regos, que se viren, que se quieren
Okay.
virar. Que me tiren, que me quieren tirar. Bajen pan problema que yo soy de Hoboken. La gente que saben, pero no me conocen. Ni mi familia no sabe que yo soy de calle. No juegue conmigo porque mi underboss Zavens te mate. Yo soy John Gotti. Yo sé toda la drama. Mando a Zavens que te mata con un AK en tu fucking cara.
Oh, dang. He said, I got you. That's what's up. King Dynasty, boy. Where can we find you?
Everywhere, you know, YouTube, Instagram,
Instagram.
Apple Music, Spotify.
Okay.
You know, on the King Dynasty, and then Instagram is king_of_talento.
Word. So we about to play one of his tracks.
Oh,
If you
Playa.
Playa. That's right.
Playa.
I
Well,
wish
so
I was
about
now.
this one, you know,
La Playa.
it's a trio song, but the other two, I'm gonna keep them a surprise. So,
Okay.
you know, it's gonna be a little instrumental version, you know, a little instrumental part in there, but you know, but my part's on there, so you know, you guys will be able to hear my part, you know,
All right.
unreleased también.
Word. I wish I was at La Playa right now. For those of y'all who don't know, that's the beach. Okay. The beach. Word, which we are gonna do a beach day. Oh, I'll tell y'all. Let's go.
mamacita, estamos en la playa, vamos pa' cosas ricas y te como tu papaya. En lo que esa noche sube de la misma buena y después nos fuimos pa' playa linda, Florida. Mami, vente conmigo pa' la playa. Vamos a bailar y vamos a gozar. Bebecita, vente pa' mi casa. Vamos pa' la cama y te pongo a bellaquear. Mami, vente conmigo pa' la playa. Vamos a bailar y vamos a gozar. Bebecita, vente pa' mi casa. Vamos pa' la cama y te pongo a bellaquear. Mami, vente conmigo pa' la playa. Vamos a bailar y vamos a gozar. Bebecita, vente pa' mi casa. Vamos pa' la cama y te pongo a bellaquear. Mami, vente conmigo pa' la playa. Vamos a bailar y vamos a gozar. Bebecita, vente pa' mi casa. Vamos pa' la cama y te pongo a bellaquear. Bebecita, vente pa' mi casa. Vamos pa' la cama y te pongo a bellaquear. Mami, vente conmigo pa' la playa.
All right, we are back. Free Yourself Radio with DC the Prince. We have an engineer here in the building, so all the artists listening, tap in with him. What's going on? How are you feeling? Tell us about yourself.
What's going on? My name is DC the Prince. Right now I work on the engineers page, the platform that Mix Ali actually started for pretty much to get artists and engineers together.
Okay.
A lot easier.
All right.
So, like even on my IG page, you see the link that goes straight to it, and it's easy as that. You just go in, look at the calendar, see what's there, and book it.
All right, super dope. So tell us a little bit about what it's like being an engineer. Like, what are some ups and downs, like working with artists and stuff like that?
The main down thing is you have to prove yourself. That's the only bad thing. But once you prove yourself, it's easy from there. Like I had months where I wouldn't have no bookings or anything. But then out of nowhere, I started posting my stuff even more and more and started having more people interested in it.
Okay.
So, and especially coming into events like this, networking, everything helps a lot too.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's definitely sometimes, in this industry and in this game, people feel like they have to prove who they are and everything like that, to really like get a name for themselves and credibility. Yeah. So like, what's it like as far as like the engineer process? Like, is it complicated for you? Something that comes easy?
I'm very good with computers. I've been like that since I was young. So pretty much when it comes to programming and stuff like that, I'll pick it up really quick. And that's why I always look at YouTube or stuff like that, different IGs, to figure out how I can better myself. Because eventually I want to get to where like young Guru and all them's at.
Yeah, nah. Well, I think you could even surpass, like someone said earlier, the discipline, the consistency. I know you interviewed me. You showed up to one of my open mics before, and you put yourself out there networking, so that's super dope. I know that you're a family man as well, right? So, like, what's that like balancing, like music and everything like that, while also maintaining, like, being a family man? Because I think sometimes people get the two
mixed up. Pretty much it's difficult, but if you're willing to bend some things, like me and my wife, shout out to my wife.
Shout out to the wife.
we talk, we sit down like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, and then
Okay.
we work it out. So it's a lot of communications, a lot of, hey, I want to do this. We figure it out. We go from there. It's a
Yeah.
lot of planning.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss some things, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be something that you guys are cool with.
Yeah, I think that's really important because a lot of times I feel like people, they kind of like put their loved ones to the back burner because they're trying to be real selfish and like push themselves when they're literally holding it down for them and their family. It's like, hello, I'm home with the kids. You feel me? Like real talk. So I like the fact that you know, you a family man and you communicate, because I think one of the, you know, most important things is prioritizing in the right way, and then things come effortlessly. That's for all artists listening, you know, like just a little piece of advice, you know. But yeah, that's dope. So basically, like, who are you working with currently? You know,
Right now, the main people I work with is artists called Nap 914,
Okay.
Jimmy G, Big Trap X.
Okay.
Artists like those. One of them is in Jersey. No.
Jersey.
No, one's in Virginia, one's in Boston, and the other one's in New York.
Okay.
So
Super dope.
Yeah.
I think it's a great skill to learn. You know, we actually try to teach our youth. We had a studio camp. Maybe we can bring you in sometime, teaching them about how to engineer and stuff like that. Have you ever worked with youth or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Super dope. So where can we find you? And let's listen to, you know.
All right. So my IG, I have two of them. Is DC_the_Prince or DC Mix That.
All right. Let's go. Make sure y'all tap in. If you need an engineer, make sure you support local. Let's go. right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only Rain. She got all his merch in the building. What's going on, family? How are you feeling today?
I am doing great. I hope everyone out there is doing wonderful as well. It's a beautiful day outside.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You know, let's get up and get it. Stop telling yourself you can't. Tell yourself you will. Manifest it. Affirmations, all that.
Yes, sir. Tell us a little bit what
So
we
we
got on
got
the table
Ryan
right here.
Records
Okay.
in the building.
What's that
you already
about?
know. We are a. That's the CEO right there, by the way. Everybody,
Word.
shout out Noble Knowledge.
Shout out.
Yeah, but we are a artist development company.
Okay.
And that's what we do. We develop artists. We also develop just people, humans.
All right.
We're not about certain things that are utilized by bigger corporations to, like, you know, manipulate everything. So
Yeah. For
we
the
use-
people of the people.
Facts.
Word. So I saw you a couple times this week, you know, in different capacities. You were out there vending, doing your thing. Tell us a little bit about yourself as an artist. Like, how'd you get started? You know, what's your journey about?
Well, I started 15 plus years ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Decade plus in the game.
Yeah, in the building. But you know, nevertheless, I've interned for Bad Boy when I was younger.
Okay.
I did a lot of
Shout
you
out
know,
Bad Boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Bad Boy was dope. This was Drake era. This was like Drake was gonna get signed. If I don't even know, like.
It's still Drake era.
No, but no. Listen,
Oh,
like
I
he
was
was gonna
like,
get signed to Bad
I
Boy.
love
There was a
Drake.
deal that was actually gonna come through at that point in time. I'm sorry.
We want to hear your voice.
Absolutely. And you know, so this was at a point in time when, like, Drake was even in cahoots with Bad Boy, and he didn't know what he was gonna do, whether he was gonna sign to Wayne, and he did it, and the dream was manifested. So, you know, it was a dope era being at that. I also saw a lot of checks. It was just weird. Like, I was thinking, like, you know, it's kind of like checks that you get on your digital platforms, right? Like I'm sorry to even talk about this offhand, but you would think that the artist that is out there is making the craziest amount of money because of what is being flashed on these cameras. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and they wasn't making it. They wasn't making half of what you think they're making. You know,
It's
so,
all a facade.
Yeah, facts. So as soon as we get that out the way, artistry becomes the number one factor. What can you do with your sword? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna sharpen it, or are you gonna let it go dull? You know, so like, you know, Ryan Harder Records, you know, that's what we're about. You know, we're about the group, the community. We want to get everything out there as far as, like, just a lot of dreams, man. You know,
Right.
and it's hard to tell you in a 15-minute interview. No, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
So
just
it's bigger than, yeah.
Facts.
course.
This is like round table shit. Like, excuse me.
Fine.
You know, but you know, we're gonna continue to do what we do. Tag along with us. You can follow me at range.23. Become a part of the process. You know what I mean? A part of the progress. You know, like, share if you can. I don't expect it. You know what I mean? If you want to do it, if you had a good day, you woke up on the right side of the bed, give me a like.
Nah, I like it regardless. Like, come on,
Nah,
dog.
you know what? Listen, I'm big on
Genuine
just
energy.
People are gonna be who they are.
Yeah.
They're gonna show it to you on an Instagram, on a Twitter, on a tweet. Speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on. We're breeding the wrong way nowadays, man. I'm 34 years old. I don't think a lot of people understand, like, where this wisdom and maybe, like, just diamonds in the rough are coming from. But, you know, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. You know, I'm from New York, Queens, 718. Shout out everybody in East Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Ho Ave in the Bronx. You know, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have, you know, certain things that, you know,
Word.
we're
You-
tapped into.
Yeah, you definitely have a deep story. We'll have to, like, definitely have you come back and really get
Yeah,
into
for
it.
sure.
So tell us a little bit about, like, you know, for you, what is something that keeps you going? You know, like,
Positivity, anything. I don't care what it is. And I see the negative in responses sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? And make it into a positive
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
how you
like,
can turn it
You know,
around.
it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you could be told something positively and it's in a negative
tone.
connotation. You know what I'm saying? So people are not gonna just show you their true colors right away, but they will
Right.
listen and they will tell you who they are right off the bat.
Right.
So it's
So you say positivity keeps you going, you know,
Yes.
for and of the people. Why range?
Why range? Because
Yeah.
it's a vocal thing. It's not even
Okay.
like on some shooting. Everybody want to be a shooter now, but can't. Yo, you know what's crazy?
He
listen.
is, like, talking,
listen,
boy.
You know what it is? It's the fact that you can
I
get
need to
attacked
ask
to
some
the face, but you can't get a punch to the face. You know what I'm saying?
Say, repeat that. What? A little closer to the mic.
You could get a tat to the face nowadays and not even get a punch in the face. So you don't even know what an L feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like people think L's are it's based off emotion. It's based off everything. You know, like I said.
Yeah. He got
But,
definitely. You need a TED talk. Like I could feel that.
Yeah,
You
nah, I
need,
feel
like,
that.
a
My
whole
bad.
word.
I'm gonna go play ball later. If anybody want to see me, I'm in Buffalo Park.
Okay. That's super
Yeah,
dope.
hell yeah. Fuck
So what
that.
are like some common topics that you talk a lot about in your music? What are you most passionate
My life?
about?
I'm just you gonna hear it. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna play it, right? So
Of
it's like,
course.
you know, at the end of the day, like you
We ain't out of time
tap
yet.
you gonna tap into the emotion, the raw emotion
Okay.
that I got. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So what else you have coming up that we can look
Well, tonight
forward
we're
to?
gonna be at.
Free yourself.
I want to shout y'all out. Yeah, word.
Well, that's Tuesday. That's Tuesday.
Oh, that's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, you're good.
Rewind.
You're good on that. I'm gonna be there to be performing actually.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
I
word.
see
I'm an
you.
artist.
I know. I feel you.
Come on now.
I feel that. I got
Artist
you.
too, like.
Okay, yo.
Word. So, Rotten Hearted Records. Okay, how much are these shirts and these beanies going for?
Yo, so normally what we do is we do
They
like
like
a
500.
Nah, 5,000. But
Alright.
nah, I'm just playing.
Come
But for
on.
today, for y'all,
For
I
y'all?
swear,
Only 100.
15 a shirt. You
What?
know, 15 a shirt.
$15? That's practically free. You can't afford not to buy it. Let's
And we got
go.
we only got a few beanies in the whip.
Only got a few
we gon'
beanies in
and tap in.
Tap in.
But yo,
What?
listen, the final message I want to get out there is just, you know,
Yeah. What's the final thoughts?
like yo,
Closer on
sporadically, I go based off energy. Like I'm all energy based. That's why I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? I want to be out here and supporting, but yo, I'm a type of person where I get social anxiety and I PTSD-ish kind of. So
I
I
respect
separate myself from a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be in here with y'all, like, you know, but you know, sometimes people can't make it. And going into what I was gonna say, if somebody can't make it there for you, don't be disappointed. Be happy they showed you who they're gonna be, and push to the stars and above. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo,
Don't have so many expectations of others.
No, man.
Yeah.
People gonna
They'll let
disappoint you
know.
every single day if you let them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, on some, like just listen. Sometimes you gotta shut the mouth and just be coherent to what's being said.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah. So we love it. We love all the wisdom that you're spewing. So this is Range. Tell us one more time where we can find you and introduce your track, and let's get it.
I forgot what track I sent you.
Out of time.
Out of time. My bad. Yeah, thank you. You was there for me.
I got you.
All right, so Out of Time is you gonna hear it. I'm not even gonna explain it. I'm out of time.
Let's go.
I'm 34.
Range. Out of time. 34. He's on a. He's. I don't know. Let's go. You got it.
Gotta figure it out, cause I'm running out of time. And I'm started out just to color out the lines. What comes to mind when you read between the lines? Careful what you find, careful what you find. Gotta figure it out, cause I'm running out of time. And I'm started out just to color out the lines. What comes to mind when you read between the lines? Careful what you find, careful what you find. In the haystack, trying to find my way back. Allows my mind to roam free at a pace that I put in work. Just a needle in the haystack, trying way back to replace that. Allows my mind to roam free at a pace that I put in work and exert more energy than I made back. I remember the day that lights went out. Had nothing to pay that. Turned a wifey. Had nothing to say back. Got fronted in H3. Made a playback. Paid under the table. That's payback. ASAP. Rock these situations. Make the best out of people. You know that we all turn around like we equal. How we look down on each other, that's evil. My soul's on fire.
Shit is cute. I would never be her only fan. Got plenty hoes to choose. And they got stars all in the roof. And this hoe just asked my body count. She told me say the truth. Yeah, my bitch sound stupid. Yeah, she must be stupid too. If a nigga wants some water, we gon' put that shit on you. I may go to the woo, lady, serve it off of you. By that wall, we in any car, pulling up on you. We pull strings like guitars in my AR in the coupe. I spent 20 for my shell, that's 25 just for the loose. Yeah, it cost to be a step, but I got bloody on my shoes. I might take a trip to France and buy a Berkey for my boo.
All right, we back. Free Yourself Radio. We definitely got Joe Black here in the building. How are you feeling today?
A little bit nervous, but I'll get through it.
You can't be nervous, man. You amongst family. We have to treat everybody like family here. We all on the same mission to let people hear our music. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, who are you and where are you from?
I am Joe Black. I was born in Nigeria, so I'm an originally Nigerian.
That's so dope.
Yeah, I moved. I'm born in Nigeria, but I moved there to New Jersey around like 2000, 2001.
Okay.
I grew up there for like 10 years, and I moved to Florida 2012 or 2013.
Okay.
So, and I've been here ever since. So,
all right.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love that. Have you been back or anything?
Oh yeah, I went back there like I think 2018. You know,
Okay.
to visit some family, visit some friends and stuff like that. Make some music.
What?
Get in touch with my
That
like
is
my roots.
fire.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. I love that. So how long have you been doing music?
Well, recording, I've been recording since like I would say freshman year of high school. I'm
Okay.
28 now, so yeah, I've been recording since like freshman year of high school. But when I got to Florida around 2012, I took a long hiatus.
Yeah.
Just trying to like
Focus on life.
Yeah, life happens. You
Yeah,
know, so
for
when
real.
life happens, you gotta take care of that.
Life be lifing.
Yeah, that part.
That part, right?
yeah.
Sheesh. I know. So for you, like, what's the most exciting part of making music? What makes you smile?
Actually, like hearing the whole complete project when
Like
I'm
the
actually done,
finalized
the
version?
finalized, because you know, I'm the type of person I like to put like a lot of time into making the music.
Perfectionist?
Yeah,
Aight.
to the ultimate.
You
So-
hard on yourself, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's not ready yet.
Yeah. So like I spend a lot of time, whether it be writing, the whole writing process, revising it, and then recording it and hearing the whole actuality of the completed song is like what I look forward to the most.
Yeah. All right. I can understand that. You know, for me too, I feel like what I put out is my product, it's my brand. Like it has to be right. But sometimes we can have a little grace with ourselves and, you know, kind of just be like, it's all right. We'll let it out like that.
Yeah.
So, what are some, you know, common themes or topics that you talk about a lot in your music?
all of my music is basically relationship based, love based, whether it be heartbreak, finding a new love, you know what I mean? 'Cause,
Love.
yeah, that's basically what my theme is about. Like,
Okay.
I'm not like, you know, that's what I am, you know. I just can't be anybody else. I just stick to the type of things that I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
And that's happened to be it.
So what was it like? So you said you were working on music in Nigeria,
No, I was born there.
but did you say you went back though too?
Oh, yeah, I went back, but it was like to visit family.
Oh, I thought you worked on some music out there.
Oh, no,
I was like, that would have been dope. You should have vlogged it and stuff.
Nah, that was just to
What?
visit family and my cousins that I haven't seen in a while.
Next
yeah.
time, next trip.
Yeah.
Word. So you said you lived in Jersey for a while,
Yeah.
right? So what do you feel like? What's the main difference between like up north and over here, as far as like with support, with love, with?
Down here, I mean, up north is a lot. Anywhere you go is like always a lot of people doing music because it's always a condensed market.
Yeah.
But down here, I feel as though a lot of people down here are more genuine with the love that they give you.
Yeah,
and they're
more
a lot
authentic.
more receptive, especially whether it be whatever kind of music you do, whether it be boom bap, trap, whatever music you do, a wide variety. They'll show love to you if you're genuinely dope. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I love that, and I love that that you bring that up because we definitely need people to continue showing genuine support, genuine love.
Yeah.
So what's been something for you? I know you said life be life, and you had to kind of take a hiatus. So what for you keeps you going?
Oh, just inspiration. Like, I just draw inspiration out of everything in life, you know, whether I'm out working and I see somebody, I have a conversation with somebody that I don't even know, a random person that I don't even know.
Just find inspiration in the small details in life.
The nuances of life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a poet, and I feel like for me too, I remember when I was younger, I used to just go out to the beach and just kind of observe people watch, and I just write stuff down. I just turn it into poetry and try to find inspiration in everything.
Yeah, I used to write poetry when I was young too.
Well, yeah, poetry is music, so it's all combined.
Yeah.
Word. So where can we find you? I know you're performing too, April 2nd, right?
Yeah, at Coffee and the Mic.
Coffee and the Mic. Go and check him out.
Yeah, it's gonna be here in Orlando, but like
Dope.
majority of my stuff is really on SoundCloud.
Okay.
You can find me at JOE. That's Joe BLVCKK. That's Joe Black on SoundCloud. That's where majority of my content and material is on.
All right, make sure y'all follow him, and let's introduce your track.
This is Joe Black. This track is called Historia. I hope you guys enjoy it very much.
Let's go.
Your dark past overshadow my memories. I kept track of your lies that ran into me, and I was too traumatized by your tendency. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me. Your sharp tongue used to stab through my self-esteem. In every vein felt the pain in my arteries. I let the rain hide the tears that you couldn't see. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me. Your dark past overshadowed my memories. I kept track of your lies that ran into me, and I was too traumatized by your tendency. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me. I dive into the gin at a Bombay. I'm riding under pressure on the one way. I'm slipping off the silky words that you say, 'cause you the reason that I'm sinning on a Sunday. Your soft lips had a strong grip on my soul, 'cause suck the sun out the sky into a dark hole. The bold lies that you scripted look untold. Let me know to turn your page before it unfolds. Your dark past overshadowed my memories. I kept track of your lies that ran into me, and I was too traumatized by your tendency. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me. Your sharp tongue used to stab through my self-esteem. In every vein felt the pain in my arteries. I let the rain hide the tears that you couldn't see. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me. Your dark past overshadowed my memories. I kept track of your lies that ran into me, and I was too traumatized by your tendency. Oh, what you did to me. Oh, what you did to me.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We back with the one and only Chief Minosa, super dope here in the city. What's up?
What it do?
How
What
you
it do? What it do?
feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. It is Sunday, the day before
Yes,
Monday, my
yes.
favorite day of the week. So
Right.
if
Why
you
is
know,
this
you
your
know.
favorite day? Oh.
Well, I say it all the time on my songs, so I always say it's Monday. Some people they kind of recognize that ad lib. So
Yeah, super fire.
yes,
Okay. I saw you yesterday. You were doing your thing, hosting and stuff like that.
yes.
So you wear multiple hats, huh?
I do a lot of different things. I'm multifaceted. I'm a Renaissance man. If
What
you
all do
like
you
to
do?
say. I host
Okay.
shows, so I'm a host, an MC. I was at the 4th anniversary for Hippie Hideout, so that's what I
Alright,
was.
shout out
to
Pain, We the Future.
We the Future. Also, I'm a rapper, of course. You know, here,
course.
Chief Minosa. I do videography as well as photography. So I've done weddings. So I've shot
Awesome.
people's weddings. I haven't performed at a wedding yet, but I've
But
shot.
you will,
Yes, I will.
When you perform.
When I'm trying to do like what was it? What Adam Levine was popping up on people at their wedding. That would be dope if I could get a fan base like
You
that.
gotta
But
do
yeah,
that.
that would be cool. But yeah, I do a lot of different things. Promotion. I'm on Instagram, social media all day.
Word. So where are you from? Like, where were you born? Where you from?
I'm from Palm Beach County,
Hey.
561
Hey.
Delray, Boynton Beach, representing. So you already know 568.
And how long you been doing your thing with music though?
Ooh, I'll tell something about my age. Over 10 years. Let me just say that I've been doing it for over a decade.
Same,
Over a decade. So I ain't gotta
we
get.
that
I ain't gotta
old.
get so
We
specific.
ain't that
It ain't
old.
over 20, so it's over 10. I'll just let you know that.
We not that old. All right, I hear that. That's cool.
Yes.
So what's your favorite part? Like, you wear all these hats. You know, what's your favorite thing to do? Is it make music? Is it host? Is it all the above?
Making music. I love rapping. I love performing. Performing is my favorite thing. So
Why? What do you feel when you perform?
I feel the energy. It's kind of like if anybody's played sports before, I get that same feeling, the butterflies you get, before kickoff for a football game. I
like
didn't
that
play.
adrenaline.
Yeah, like I ain't play basketball, but maybe you get that before the tip off. I feel that when I'm on stage, like I get the little butterflies going, and then when it's like everything starts, the lights are on, it's like I'm at home.
Let's
so
go,
I
yeah.
really love performing on stage. That's like
Fire.
that's when I'm at home. So.
Yeah, I feel that as well. Yeah, you do your thing definitely every
Thank you.
time.
You as well.
Yes, so that's super dope. So what are some things that you have coming up?
Well, I'm now officially, the host of Hippie Hideout. So
Okay.
coming forward, if you want to go out there, it is an open mic. You can definitely go and, express yourself, do your thing. So I have those coming up. I don't have any releases just yet. But I've been working with this producer from Italy. His name is Young Bet. So I've been
Nice. Shout
working
out
with,
Italy.
Yeah, shout out Italy. He's pretty big. He has a lot of collaborations with like 24K Golden.
What?
He got stuff with I think Tyler Creator, a lot of different stuff. So we got stuff coming up on the way. Don Tolliver, it's a lot of different things.
What?
So,
I love Don
Yeah,
Toliver.
he got one
Let's
out
go.
with my brother MSB, the MSB. So
That's fire.
definitely check that out. Young Bet. You know
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love,
so,
much love.
do you travel often, like with your music, or do you get out of the city and stuff like that?
I get out of the city, mostly really Tampa. I used to live there.
Tampa, Ybor City.
Yes, I love Tampa.
Ybor.
But I'm trying to get more, trying to spread out more. Go like South Florida, Palm Beach, where I'm from. I haven't performed down
That's where I'm
south.
from, too.
Yeah, I
You
haven't
got
performed
to.
South Florida like that.
Well, this Friday,
Okay.
open mic happy hour. Me and a few people are driving out to Miami on Friday, and we're performing
yes.
out there. I think Payne's
I heard about that.
You gotta come.
Unfortunately, I can't go because I will be going to Dreamville Festival. So, yeah, I'm gonna see Usher. You know what I'm saying? Usher, Drake,
Black Keys.
J. Cole,
Oh,
all them. So
what?
I'm excited about that.
Where is that at?
That's in North Carolina. So I'm gonna be
you
at North
lucky.
Kakalaki. Yes.
Dang, I want to J. I'm just joking.
I'm
Shout out.
super excited about that.
What?
Like,
Man, that's gonna be fire.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I always like to ask all the artists and the creatives, like, what is something that you've had to like overcome, or that you've kind of had to a tribulation that maybe you went through to kind of get you to the point where you are at now?
Really, I think I have a tough time talking my shit. It like kind of believing in myself in a sense where I think I'm cut from a different cloth. Because it's not, I don't think it's disrespectful when you put in the work for it. I seen like an interview from, I think it was Lady Gaga. She was like, people would tell her, oh, you did such a great job on your performance, or you did this. And she used to be like, thank you. But then it's kind of like, I know. Like,
Right.
I put in the work. And it's like, no disrespect. Like, no disrespect at all. But I really, like, if you be in my house, I practice to myself in the mirror,
It's
to
not
my
about
wife.
cockiness. It's just about
It's
being
preparation.
confident.
Like Kobe Kobe Bryant probably takes how many? But well, God rest his soul. But before he take how many shots?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they go in when the
it's
time
true.
comes. So and that's why he
Yup.
was so serious when it comes to that, because I understand like that, like the mentality that you have to have.
Yeah,
Yes, Mamba mentality. so.
Actually, Will the Real One, rest in power, from Miami, trained me when I was a kid, and man, he would teach me about that. Like you gotta really practice. 'Cause,
Yes.
Yeah, people just wanna just show up and get up there, and they be like,
Yes.
nah, you didn't put no preparation
I
in. You know what I'm
practice.
saying? So for you, like when you practice, like do you practice in front of the mirror? Do you practice like with someone? Like what's your process like for other artists that are having trouble preparing for their performance set?
I practice definitely in front of the mirror for myself. In front of my wife, my friends, my sister was in town this week. I practiced. You can't, because sometimes the people closest to you are the hardest ones to perform in front of. So if you can perform in front of them, especially like my family personally, I'm a musical family.
Okay.
It's hard to perform in front of them. If I can
Really?
perform in front of my grandma, my mom, my dad, I can perform in front of anybody.
Right,
I
'cause
wouldn't
the-
care about Simon Cowell or something like that. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
nervous. So. That's the thing. Prepare in front of that. The mirror as well, because looking yourself dead in the eyes, like look
True.
at yourself right in your
Yeah.
eyes and try to perform,
Do
you'll
you-
mess up.
Do you make eye contact with people in the audience when you perform?
At
or-
times, I can. If I'm really prepared and I practice, I can definitely make eye
Yeah.
contact. If you're looking at me, I'll do that. If you get a little nervous, look away. I won't stare into your
Some
soul.
people be like,
But I definitely will do that. Especially, I love doing that, interacting with the crowd. You
Yeah,
gauge
really
the
make-
crowd like that.
yeah, really making that connection. I think that's really important too. Sometimes, you know, a lot of us get nervous and we look at a place in the back of the room, but making them real connections, like saying something deep and looking at that person, it's like, man, you know, like listen up. I remember
Yes.
there was a woman from New York. She would perform, and anytime someone talks, she would stop in the middle of her set and look at them and command respect.
Mm-hmm.
And like what you were saying, you know, talking your talk and, you know, knowing it, because it's like, it's not about cockiness, but it's about confidence. So
Mhm.
that's super dope. So, yeah, so we know that you wear multiple hats, you do all these other things, and you host in Hippie Hideout. So what else, you know, do you have that's coming up that where can we find you, like performing or anything like that?
I used to find me at Suva Kava Lounge. I know a lot of other artists have, you know, probably referred to them. I've
Yep.
met a lot of these dope artists who've been through here.
Facts,
It's a lot of dope talent in Orlando.
Yeah.
Even at the Free Yourself open mic, I've been up there. So definitely just making my way around town. Walking
Word.
fast. I'm joking.
I was just about to say that.
But
I don't
making my way around, just trying to go to different open mics and definitely build up that audience, and you know, so I can have my own headlining show.
So, as a host, right, you've
Mhm.
seen a lot of things. What would be one thing that you think like artists need to know? Like, what's one little tidbit? Like, if you could tell them, like, man, I wish I could just like let them know. Like, practice over your instrumentals. I don't want vocals. I was talking about this with my sister. And that's
My
for music.
mom raised me to do it, because my sister had to sing. I had to take her on. She had to sing in church. She let us on in church. So
awesome.
but that's how we grew up singing. So
Yes.
as far
Shout
as
out.
performing, so you perform behind your instrumental, not
Yeah.
voices behind it. We want to hear you singing. So that's one of the main things. Hear you rapping, spitting, singing. Practice it, and if you practice it enough, it'll come natural in front of people when you do that. So it's the 5 P's. Remember, proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Let's go.
So
Say that again. That's
Proper
not
preparation prevents poor performance.
That's-
So if you
yep.
do that,
Let's
you'll
go.
be on stage. It'll be just like riding a bike. So just practice.
And if someone gives you a big opportunity, you know, don't, you know, disrespect them by not preparing. Word. So we appreciate you so much. It's always fun, you know, to interview and have you around here. So tell us a little bit about where we can find you, and let's introduce your track.
You can find me on all streaming platforms at Chief Minosa. It's kind of like Mimosa, but it's Minosa, Minosa. That's actually my middle name, so it's my government.
Okay,
Chief
government.
Minosa, and all my social medias is the Freddie Mo. So TheFreddie, not Y, IEMO. So the Freddie Mo. If you search Chief Minosa, I should pop up on whatever. You can Google me, all that stuff. So yeah, that's
All right.
where you can find me. And this song that's coming up is Summertime.
Summertime.
It is hot as hell outside.
Yes, we're gonna be at the
so,
beach. We gotta have a
yes.
Free Yourself beach day soon,
There we
guys.
go.
We gotta have kickball, soccer, food,
I love
drinks, dominoes, paint,
Love it.
vibes.
And that's the song
Let's
that set the
go.
vibes.
Summertime. Let's
Yes.
go, Chief Minosa. You heard it. Free Yourself Radio. Don't sleep on it. Let's go.
Yeah. It's Monday. Girl, you made me think of. Yeah.
you made me think of. Girl, you made me think of summertime. Cause when I'm with you, everything is fine. Girl, you made me think of summertime. Reminiscing about a simple time. Girl, you made me think of summertime. And when you're gone, can get you out my mind. Yeah. Girl, you made me think of summertime. I like the sun, you got me going blind.
It's Monday.
Girl, you made me think of.
Yeah. Them vibes unmatched. Took a hit of the marijuana and her eyes roll back. Yeah, a bit of a lightweight. Get high off contact. And the munchies is undefeated. She got snacks on snacks and that's trill. See, she my little Debbie. I'm just trying to eat it. I swear that cake is squishy like it's repeated. She playing all these games and I'm just trying to beat it. But I don't ever leave her hanging, that's for sure though. And if they out here fucking with the gang, then that's a no-go. I guess I'll be happy with some brain and I can go home. Charge it to the game like every summer it's the same. Another story, different flame, I'll never trust another.
Girl, you made me think of summertime. Love happens fast, but still the love is blind. Girl, you made me think of summertime. It never lasts, so just enjoy the shine. Girl, you made me think of summertime. And when you're gone, can't get you on my mind. Girl, you made me think of summertime. Just when you thought that everything was fine. Girl, you made me think of. Girl, you made me think of. Girl, you made me think of summertime.
Yeah, it's been too long. Gotta let these bitches know what the fuck going on. Period. Yeah. Woo! All these niggas garbage, rap by blocks that they ain't never spent. How you rap about all these guns you got, but you ain't shooting shit? He say he ain't doing it for you, for me he finna trick. Pretty bitch, got these niggas thirsty, make them drink my piss. Attitude on lemon drops, don't need a reason, bitch for what? Bitch on way too poppin', fuck I look like being in a cut. He say he don't like my attitude, I don't give a fuck. I ain't stroking no little nigga ego and won't fake a nut. No days off, we working. Right and wrist is hurting. Wish death on my enemies, I pray them niggas burning. He wanna buy me purses, cause just look at me, I'm perfect. All these bitches on my dick, I bet this Glock gon' leave them squirting. I don't do no cigarettes, if you mad, ho, better take a breath. Take a step, cause I'ma pop a bitch if she puff up her chest. I am not the one who gon' play games, you bored, go play some chess. I'm really about that action, tell your little sis better come correct. How you mad he choosing me? Ho, just let him cheat in peace. You making it easy, this the reason he wish you was me. Still can bag a nigga with no makeup, fresh up out them sheets. Drop a pin, that bitch still ain't pull up, I'm living comfortably. Ho.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We back. We're on and off, and we have a special guest as well. Trap House Supermodel in the building.
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on? How y'all feeling today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Thank y'all for waiting, for being here.
For sure,
So
for
tell
sure.
us about yourself. Who are you? Where you from? And why are you so dope?
I'm representing West Orlando. My name's On and
Okay.
Off Straps. You can
Alright.
catch me on IG at I On and Off. That's IONNOFF.
Okay. West
you know,
Orlando.
and I got my brother right here with me, Trap. You know.
Yes, sir. Trap House Supermodel coming out of Miami, Florida, Carol City.
Hey,
You
Dade
know what
County
I'm saying?
305.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Opalaka.
Carol
Little
City.
hate. I know, but I'm just trying out
Okay.
other places. All right, that's cool. That's super
Yes,
dope.
ma'am.
So how long you been doing your thing with music?
I've been doing it for a while, but like for real, the past 3 years.
Okay, so what made you like really take it serious? Like, nah, I gotta tap in.
I did a little time, and then when I got out, everything kind of shifted when I started releasing music. I started getting more tapped into myself.
Okay.
And expressing it more. You know what I mean? Like
I
I've been
appreciate
getting
you.
the feedback right. So
Yeah, I appreciate you, being vulnerable and transparent about that. Sometimes, we have to sit down for a little bit and kind of recollect ourselves. So, for me, I feel like it's important for us sometimes to really reflect and like come back. So, for you, like when you make your music, I know a lot of people rep West Orlando. Do you feel like you get a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of hate? What's it like?
shit. Shout out to West Orlando. They've been rocking with me.
That's
you know?
dope.
Like, Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fucking with him.
Yeah. I like, have you heard of Caleb Gordon?
Caleb Gordon? No.
Yeah, he's actually a Christian rapper from West Orlando, so he's super dope. Yeah, you got to tap in
I
with
know
him.
Wilfredo. Shout out Wilfredo. He's dope.
Okay,
Christian
fire.
rapper.
So what you have coming up that we can look for, you know?
I got a song actually with the game I just released.
With the game, what?
Yeah, I'm about to, the video's getting worked on right now. Shout out Kamo, she was there. She's
Okay,
on Snapshot.
shout out Kamo Snaps.
You know, let's see what happens. I'm
Word.
definitely got the market behind it, the team behind it, you know,
Yeah.
the budget. So
Yeah, it's super dope.
let's see what happens.
Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think I was getting my hair done like less than a year ago, and someone hit me up from the game's Instagram too.
Right.
Dead serious. I never like did it because I wasn't sure. Like,
See, a lot of people are like, it's
I know
scams.
it's a scam, you know.
but
I'm dead serious though. The game hit me up.
A lot of that shit is
too.
scams.
So I was like, yeah.
Well,
Word. So, what's the most exciting part for you making music?
It's real therapeutic for me. So
Okay.
like, I think that's the most exciting part.
Mhm.
And just to see when I'm in the crowd or just showing people the video or just in general, the reaction they get, and I feel like they get a more personal, you know, vibe with it because I
Yeah.
come from a personal place.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
come from a raw and authentic place. Word. And what about you, my friend over here? Like, what about you? See, got the phones right here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Nah,
Not
I
too-
got I just dropped like 2 videos. Y'all can catch me on IG, Trap House Supermodel. Mr. Put
Okay.
lipstick in the wig on a pig, make a dig.
Word.
You understand me? He just called me over, told me he wanted to get on the song he
That's
had.
dope of you for sharing the time with him. Yeah, I like that.
What's that? Yeah. So I went on the song, went crazy. It was a
Went
nice
crazy.
little song. Yeah, nice little vibe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to So Carter too for the video
Yeah,
and stuff.
shout out.
You
Matter
know
of
what
fact,
I'm
let's get all the shout outs out the way. Shout out my
Shout out
mom.
to
Who?
my mom, my dad,
My
Mama.
goldfish.
Your goldfish.
my cat.
People still got goldfish down there? Damn. Word. So what's where do you see yourself next? You know, you rep West Orlando, but where you see yourself next performing?
Like statewide or
whatever. Manifest it.
You know, I got a brand coming out, my clothing brand soon. So like, just on top,
Alright.
just successful.
Just successful.
Being
dope.
able to stay consistent.
I don't know why, but I feel like I can see you doing like speeches with like young kids or something like that. Have you
That's
ever
what's
thought
up.
about that? About doing something like that?
No, I mean, my parents
Tell
told me
me a
that because they're
story.
actually evangelists. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something like sometimes I just feel things, so I just wanted to tell you that.
That's what's
you know,
up.
like I think you should do that. You should
Word.
go and tell your story.
That's cool.
You know, for young kids.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Most definitely. You need to. So y'all gotta follow him. Y'all gotta tap in. And where can we catch you performing next?
Performing, I'm kind of holding that back right now. I'm on my business. I'm on my business tip right now. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but it soon come.
All right,
Soon come.
You're supposed to say free yourself. Come on now. You can
I'm gonna
cash
pop
in,
out
free
tonight
yourself.
though. You will see me out there tonight.
All right, super dope. We appreciate the support. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. And what about you? Where can we see you performing next?
I'm gonna pop out tonight with him.
Word,
Check out
alright.
the vibe and see what it is. I got a show in Miami probably in the next 2 weeks with 24K management. Just
Okay.
in the studio all the time.
Alright.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Super dope. All right, well, we appreciate y'all so much. And if y'all want to introduce y'all song, because I heard it was super fire.
Yeah. So this is feeling my feelings, featuring my boy Trap House Supermodel. Let's go.
All right, let's go. You heard it live and direct, on and off. Trap House Supermodel. Let's go.
Daddy, we about to be rich, baby.
I've been hot since Wayne dropped 500 degrees. Joel Santana don't watch me watch TV. I can't feel my face, but I can breathe. She done hit me late night just to please me. Know when I was done, I had to leave. I can't fall in love, it ain't deep. I can't fall in love, it ain't me. I understand your old new tender, I just keep it capital P. Why not express vocally? Senior acts that comes to me. I can tell you notice me. I can indulge it. But I cannot be attached. When I'm on stage, the only love that I'm giving back. You know that I had your back.
Feelings, you stuck in your feelings. I don't know what happened. You coming out with this, treated you like a queen that you isn't a soldier. I don't know what got in your mind to control you to think like this, to think like this, to think like this, to think like this. All supermodel shit, you know how it's coming. The way that she loving the feeling, she got me up in my feelings. Emotional. These niggas capping. I get a fork in the pot, turn on the stove, and I do the do-si-do. They want a Chinese food, so I flew my boo to Tokyo. Konnichiwa. She said that her ex, he's jealous as hell, he might put a bomb beneath the car. Kaboom, exploded right in her mouth after she ate a dick up with a spoon. She flushed right open the toilet when the police kicked in the room. Rolls Royce with the stars in the ceiling, we took a trip to the moon. We spent a weekend on Mars. She was with me when I was sleeping in cars. Sleeping in cars. Sleeping in cars. Sleeping in cars.
Feelings, you stuck in your feelings. I don't know what happened. You coming out with this, treated you like a queen that you isn't a soldier. I don't know what got in your mind to control ya. To think like this, to think like this, to think like this, to think like this.
Kaboom. She do something strange for free. Yeah. She do something strange for free. Okay. My OGs gave the game to me. Beat it out the frame, but ain't no frame in me. Yeah. She do something strange for free. Hey. She do something strange for free. Yeah. She do something strange. She came back to the crib and she did something strange for free. She escort me to my tilt, but she ain't one. It's about to pop off like a paint gun. It's gonna be colorful to say the least. Ask my reputation, they say I'm a beast. She don't know me from a can of Ralph Lauren, Sherwin Williams. There is no feelings in our dealings. We only chillin', drinks and drugs, and then I'm drilling. I know I had consent when she arched her back. When I pulled down them Costa Bellas, that's a fact. 2 pumps in a swirl, she was took aback. She said she had to go. I called Uber and that's a wrap. She do something strange for free. She do something strange for free. Okay. Her ex-boyfriend a lame to me. I get change, but ain't no change in me. Hey, she do something strange for free. Hey, she do something strange for free. She do something strange. She came back to the crib and she did something strange for free. Too. She happy to get fondled on. She get mad when she see I put the condom on. She'll survive. I let her go live. Sight. Only way I know to be is discreet as fuck. The night'll go perfect if I beat it up. At best, I give her all she can handle. At worst, I just give her the camel. Oh, we dimming these lights. We sparking these candles. Exactly what I envisioned after club hours on some chill shit. She the one who brought the drugs out. Do say in illegal medical. I wonder if tomorrow fit me in your schedule. She do something strange for free. She do something strange for free.
These real niggas, they wanna be
is so selfish. I'm the man being dad that is no better. I'm loving your body and soul effort. Don't worry about them cause they so desperate. Telling you lies but the boy epic. Yeah. So let's ride and get out of here. You in love with the boy and I'm proud of it. Wanna love me, then know me, babe, honestly. If you don't know by now, I'm sorry you never will. Don't ask your girls by me, cause they don't know the kid.
If you gotta know, then come and see about me. Come and see about me.
You ain't gotta ask them nothing, baby.
Don't ask your friends.
Especially about me anyways, you know what I mean?
They don't know. You wanna know about
you wanna know about me, you come to me, baby.
come and see.
I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Come on, see about me. Cause they don't know about me.
You got you one player.
Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only Urban Rastaman. He came with all the goodies today. Thank you so much.
No problem. Blessings.
Yes, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm pretty well, thank you. I'm so excited to have you here. I know you're going to be vending with us as well.
Yes,
Tell us
yes.
about your business. You're a business owner.
Yes, I'm an entrepreneur. My
Yes.
brand is called Urban Rastaman. I'm Jamaican. I'm from Queens, New York. Jamaica, Queens, to be specific. But the brand is really about promoting your culture. And funny enough, your platform is Free Yourself. It's really about being free, about
Love
being
that.
independent. Everything that I do is all about independence. It's about touching the community and teaching everybody that there's ways to do things without having to follow the status quo, if you will. So,
Facts.
yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that you have all your branding here, always supporting and pushing that. So how long have you been, being an entrepreneur?
I'm going on 5 years now. I've worked in corporate America over the years, and it's part of the story, and had to branch out of corporate America and basically let the lion shine. Let the culture take over, because in corporate America you kind of have to silence yourself to get to the top or to get to a higher point. And there's certain things I wasn't willing to do. That at a certain point you just leave that environment.
I think it's awesome when you can say I can walk away from my 9 to 5 because my 5 to 9 now fits that, feeds that. Because for me too, I'm a teacher and it's and I can't wait. You know what I mean? I love it. Shout out, but to be able to do that full time is super dope.
Yeah, but sometimes it's situational. Sometimes
Right,
things happen in life
circumstantial.
that force you to have to
True.
do that. And as long as you have the faith, just know that it's always going to work out.
Yeah, God lines you up in the perfect timing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's super awesome. So for you, for any other entrepreneur, right, who's starting out, who's thinking about starting their business or LLC, whatever, what are some things that you would, guide them to do?
You have to have a plan. You have to plan it out. You have to have
business
dedication,
plan?
a business plan.
Okay.
You have to have a goal. You have to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Or trust that you are going to develop it over time, and trust that the energy is always going to lead you to the right place.
Okay. What would be something that maybe you've experienced like a setback or something that you went through that you're like, man, I wish I could tell someone else so they could avoid going through that?
Head trash. So I'm one of these people that I don't rely on anything external. Everything is internal. So any challenge that I've had in life has been something that I've needed to overcome. That's the way that I look at it. So head trash, me thinking that I can't do something or feeling that it's not being received a certain way. Once you get over that and once you know exactly who you are and what your purpose is, then
I think that's really
you get past the head trash.
That's really important, tapping in, knowing who you are, why why you're doing what you're doing, knowing your purpose, being intentional is very important. So what are some of the most memorable moments for you, during the time of putting your merchandise together or vending at events, something that stood out to you, like a moment where you're like, I'll never forget this moment?
It's definitely the people that I meet, but just a quick background about the story. I mean, about the brand.
Yeah.
The logo is a lion in a suit.
Love it. I'm
it's-
Simba lion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm the lion. I'm a Leo, but I'm a Rasta man. You know what I'm saying? I am the lion ultimately, and my story basically is really the brand coming out into the community and coming out and being confident in being that lion in the community. Yeah, you know, so
Embodying that.
embodying that strength within you. Yeah.
That's really important. I love lions. Like I saw on the other day a little statue. I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
super
yeah,
dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like tell us more about what all do you sell?
So we sell apparel. We sell Caribbean flags.
'Kay.
We're really about pushing Caribbean culture. Like I said, I'm Jamaican. So we go out into the community and we push the culture. I have a brand ambassador. I have a couple of brand ambassadors.
Okay.
One of them sells Jelani Sea Moss here in the community.
Sea moss. We need
Yeah,
sea
no?
moss.
We're really about knowing who you are. We're all about everything natural and health and wellness. Really, that's what the culture promotes: is health, wellness, and knowing your true identity. I have another brand ambassador who is a musician, independent reggae musician.
Okay.
So even the music that I sent over
Yeah.
is my brand ambassador, Rohan the Great.
I like that.
And he has a lot of music out there in the community, and he's Rohan the Great, D.A.
Yeah, Rohan the Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into his track in a little bit. And so where all do you normally vend at? Like where we normally can.
You can catch me religiously at the West Side Drum Circle.
West Side Drum Circle.
Yeah, we have a local drum circle here in Central Florida,
That's dope.
West Side. Every
I've been
full
there.
moon. The next one is on April 7th, Friday, April 7th. It's on Powers Drive.
Yep.
But every full moon, tap in.
Yeah.
It's really a vibe. We got music, we got vibes, we got people that come together and just play music together and just bring the vibes.
Yeah, I think I've seen you there a couple times.
Mhm.
Yeah, shout out to them. They do a lot of dope stuff that's just like very organic.
Yeah.
And they have the the bonfire going. And
Yeah.
It's really nice. A real
Then,
good vibe. Yeah, so I appreciate you bringing that for us. And is there anybody that you want to shout out or acknowledge, before we get into the track by Rohan?
Yeah, definitely Rohan. My brand ambassadors, my
Brand
people out here in the
ambassadors.
community who definitely represent the brand well, like John Study. John
John
Study's huge in the
Studdy!
community. Love that guy.
Big
Um,
John _ Study. My daughter does too. He's over there.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Chase
yeah.
Prince.
Chase Prince. love
McKees,
them.
the Rasta Scholar. I mean, there's some amazing people out
Yeah,
there. Ital is
I know all
Vital,
of them.
Ox. Great people in the
All of them.
community. Love all these people.
Love all
yeah.
of them. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Family.
Mhm.
Word. So we're about to get into one of his brand ambassadors song. And just out of curiosity, if someone wants to become a brand ambassador with you,
Mhm.
what is the process like?
Just connect with me. It's
Make a
Yeah, make
connection.
a connection. Make sure that we align properly. I'm all about Caribbean culture and putting the culture out there. So just connect with me. Let's have a conversation and see what we could build
All right.
together. Yeah.
Make sure y'all tap in and shop local. If you have birthdays coming up, holidays, before you go out, shop local. We had to support one another, keep our money in the same circle. So this is Urban Rastaman. He's about to introduce this song called Addicted by one of his ambassadors called Rohan the Great. Let's go.
All right.
Give me your loving, I need it. I need it. Got me stuck, I can't leave it. Your loving have a hold on me. The way you tick-tock and roll on me. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Hold me, the way you wine. I replay on mine. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Yeah, man, no. Say me know I run you down, baby. They call me like you I'm strong, baby. More time in a flex them the way, yeah. But me I think about you from where they are. Anna my stylist. No girl, but you are the wildest. But I'm wicked it up, babe. You just a mash up me, miss. Your loving have a hold for me. The way you tick-tock and roll for me. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Hold me, the way you wine. I replay on mine. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Yeah, me no cause. Me think me coulda hang on it first.
but now we gone back to earth. Me need me night nurse. Only you alone can quench this your thirst. It's a first. Me and no girl clone, but that bumper so rough. Body so big and up, so tiny. My phone if she tie me, yeah. Your loving have a hold on me. The way you tic-tac and rope on me. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Hold me, oh, the way how you whine. I replay on mine. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Give me your loving, I need it. Oh, it feels so tight when you squeeze it. Oh, got me stuck, I can't leave it. Oh, it's such a wonderful feeling. Cause I'm addicted, addicted, addicted to you. I need it. Addicted, addicted, addicted to you. I need it. Your loving have a hold for me. The way you tic-tac and rope on me. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Hold me, oh, the way how you whine. I replay on mine. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Your loving have a hold for me. The way you tic-tac and rope on me. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted. Hold me, oh, the way how you whine. I replay on mine. I'm addicted, so addicted, so addicted, so addicted.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We back with the one and only Mola Flow. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling real good.
Yes,
Good
yes,
to be here.
yes. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? I think you just gotta lower it a little bit, like the volume on the side. Yeah. So where you from? You know, who are you?
All right. Oh, sorry, 1 second. All
You
right. Yeah, I'm Mola Flow. I'm actually from Florida. I live in Tucson right now, Arizona. So shout out Tucson. That's my city right now.
Okay, Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
What? That's dope. So what do you notice is different? Like, have you tapped in with the music scene over there?
Definitely. That's how I really got kicked out here. This is actually tonight my first time performing in Orlando.
Fire.
Yeah, because I moved out when I was like 19, went to college and stuff, and then lived out in Arizona. So like I started in 2020. Actually started taking my music very serious.
Yeah.
And I did this song for this nonprofit organization, black owned woman, called IMU 360.
Okay.
And so
I love that. I have a nonprofit too.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Exodus
Yeah.
United.
I
to
love
work with the youth. and
Yeah,
do, like,
absolutely.
poetry and music.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's key.
Yeah. So how long you been doing music?
So I started like when I was like 15. I used to like freestyle with my cousins and my twin brother.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I started taking it serious in 2020. Like
really.
when I realized that, like, oh shit, like, you know, this is real and like people are really moved from it. Like I would just be I would do freestyles and I'm like, okay, just do it. And then somebody reached out to me and was like, dang, like I stopped myself from like committing suicide and like really deep stuff, like, and I was like, damn, like,
I love that you bring that up. Every time I go on stage and perform, I'm always like, look, you gotta speak your truth because God is using you, like, legit, and you don't know if you're stopping somebody from doing something, like you're giving them hope. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You never know who's watching you. Never know who's watching you.
Don't
And
know
and
what
they
you're
and
going
they
through.
yeah, and they don't know, you know, they don't necessarily comment, but
Yeah, but they feel
they're
it, but
receiving
they
that,
feel
you
it.
know, they're receiving that message though.
What was like one of the most memorable moments during your like performing, or something that you're like, man, like I'll never forget that?
The very first time I had this big show out there in Tucson, it was like 200 people there.
Okay.
And they came for the main guy, the main performer, and they found out about me, and it was like, what? Like, people were like moved, like everyone was just lounging around waiting for the show to start, and I was the opener, so everyone like just came, the whole energy just like shifted towards me, like gravitated towards me, and that was powerful. I was like, damn, like I just got going, and my sound was messing up, so I had to be like improvise, you know what I'm saying? So I did a acapella set. And that's why I'm Mola Flow. That's why I'm Mola Flow. You just segue that right into the name then.
Exactly. My next question: why are you called Mola Flow? So you just
I used to be Moti, That was like, you know, stand for my government. But I used to be Moti. Then it was like hard to find me and stuff. And then I went to this this seminar and they talked about like how to sync all your stuff. So I was like, you know what, like I think I could shift my name. So Flow, you know, like La is like la 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 music, you know.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Yeah, and
Can
then
you do that again? I'm sorry.
la la la. But and then the flow is like they used to call my mom Flo as she was a kid.
Okay.
And I kind of put that in there because it's like that incorporates with my music because my music is very flowy. I'm very like I switch up the flows.
Yeah,
like I said,
I love
I don't have like just a flow and it's like
Yeah.
oh we know who that is. It's
Well,
like
people's attention span is like short.
it-
You know what I mean?
and my attention span is short
And
as
it's
shit.
like, yo, you're
So when
boring
I
the
be
hell
writing
out
that
of
shit, I
me.
be like
you
switch
know
that
how,
shit up
like-
every 4 lines.
Like Kendrick Hill's like switch in the middle of his songs, like the beat change and all that.
Right.
So yeah, you have to like keep them on their toes. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Flow with it. I love that Mola Flow.
Then you gotta listen
Word.
over and again because you
And
gonna catch
yo,
it
you've
from
been
stuff.
killing it out here, getting people to buy tickets and show support.
Absolutely.
I'm like every other second I check my phone, like she's like, yo, I got another person to buy a ticket. I'm like, that's what's up. You
Yeah.
know, build your fan base. Don't just be like hoping someone in the back be like, yeah, she's dope. Nah, bring your fans
That
out.
take time, you
know
know.
what I'm
That
saying?
took
But
that took
have the
time.
confidence.
Absolutely, that took time to be that, and that's what I'll just say, like, you know, to anybody that's pursuing the artistry as well, like just being confident and like not being afraid to put yourself out there.
Yeah,
no
just
no
like,
no fear of
yo, I'm
rejection.
performing here, support me, pop out, you know, and hold them accountable.
Absolutely.
They be like, yeah, I got you next Wednesday. When next Wednesday comes, you ready?
Mhm.
Like, that's what I do. So,
Yep,
yeah,
I
you
did.
got to.
I did too. Somebody told me they was like, I'm gonna get my ticket on Thursday. I was like,
Thursday
so it's
morning,
Thursday.
set
What's
a
up?
reminder. Actually, I'm not playing. Yep, you gotta be on people for real. But that's dope. I know you have a song called "Emotionally Scarred."
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so before we get into that track, is there anything that you kind of just want to leave the people with? What you want to let them know or tell them?
Absolutely. So it's never too late, you know, to do the work and introspect and you know go within. We all got our issues. We all got things
Yeah,
going on.
never
So
too
nothing new under the sun. Just you know dive in and tap into yourself. Know who you are, and then the rest won't even matter. You know you won't even worry about anybody else's opinion because you know who you are. So yeah.
All right, you heard it first, Mola Flow. So introduce your track. Let us know where we can find you.
All right, y'all can find me on Instagram at Mo_LAFLO. Again, that's Mo_LAFLO. I'm on all streaming platforms as well at Mola Flow. So Mo space LAFLO. This is my track Emotionally Scarred. I got a music video coming out next month. Stay tuned.
All right, let's go. Mola Flow, Emotionally Scarred, Free Yourself Radio. Let's go.
Can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to start. It feels like heavy bricks weighing down on my heart. I can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to start. So now I'm taking shots all in the dark. Coping, trying my best to be open, but most times it feels I'm losing focus. Internal pressure, I hope no one noticed, cause this shit is bogus. She wanted with me, and I'm starting to see similarities between the old chicks. Guess I have a type and some patterns repeated, I notice. Talking emotions, that's a sensitive topic. Want deeper connections, but there is a blockage. Relational issues getting out of pocket. It's either an anchor or rocket. Hold it, don't drop it. My heart is fragile, so I got bubble wrap and packing paper. Might need a savior, don't get too close, I'm a player. Emotionally unavailable. Only doing what I did, cause I had to get through. Never saw real love, just two people who choose to settle for the abuse, even mentally too. As a child seeing that, what you think you gon' do? Hit a sounds click, clack, think it's coming for you. Always ready for a war, go ahead and bust a move. Untouchable, I never put my trust in you. Fear of rejection got me rushing through, accustomed to not even feeling a thing. If I wanna change, must rewire my brain. Seeking Nirvana, not talking Cobain, but be courteous, not easy breaking this chain. Baby, come sit on my face, let me make it rain. Come ease any pain. We have weed in a drink, she said, why don't you love me? I told her I can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to start. It feels like heavy bricks weighing down on my heart. I can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to start. So now I'm taking shots, all in the shots all in the dark. When I try to let
over like pedestrians. And I can never get my best again. I get it up like equestrians, then the rest is in. Always tryna bless a friend, fake loving like it ain't notice up a place within. Hate motives is only sufficient to minutes of grin. Sometimes you gotta lose some in order to win. It's called shedding. It feels lonely, then you get a second guessing. When you hold on to what's not yours, you block your blessings. My heart is closed, think it turn cold from all this stressing. So I ain't stressing, cause I can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to start. It feels like heavy bricks weighing down on my heart. I can't love it all. I'm guarded, think I'm numb, emotionally scarred. Want to go deeper, but afraid I don't know where to stand now. So now I'm taking shots, all in the shots, all in the time. Emotionally scarred, can't love it all. Emotionally scarred, emotionally scarred.
All right, we got Free Yourself Radio, Mad Rack in the building. How
I'm
you
good like
feeling
this.
today?
You know me, I'm always blessed.
Yes. I'm so excited that we finally got you here. I know that I've been trying to get you for a while.
Most definitely.
You want to fix that a little
Go
bit?
ahead, yeah. I got
Yeah.
it. It's good like that.
All
My
right, no
friends fuck with
worries,
me.
no worries. So, Mad Rack, I've been seeing you out here doing your thing, always swaggy,
Always.
always killing it.
Always.
And I
Appreciate
know you said you got something dope, exciting happening. These retreats, like.
Yeah,
Tell us all
yeah.
about
It's a
all
whole lot
about
of shit
you.
going on.
Give us the whole
Man,
rundown.
so for y'all that don't know me, man, I'm Mad Rack. You feel me? I'm an artist first, but I also host artist retreats. So you feel me?
Dope.
Basically, we pack out an Airbnb, 25 artists, 5 engineers. We put a studio in every room. And you feel me? Everybody just get to network, collaborate all weekend. You feel me? We just bringing Orlando
Yeah.
together.
I literally
That's what we
the fact that you said that's dope. I actually was literally just planning that, so that's dope.
Oh,
We can all
for
come
real?
together.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
That's super dope.
We
though.
might have to talk about
We
that
can.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely can.
most
I love
definitely.
that. Come together and unify. So where are you
Yes, sir.
from though?
Originally,
Mhm.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what's in my blood originally. But I moved over here when I was like 7.
All right.
So, in all honesty, I'm probably disappointing a lot of my Puerto Ricans as far as how
Aw.
cultured I am.
Aw.
You feel me?
But you speak Spanish?
Yeah, of course. My parents, they only speak Spanish.
Word.
Yeah, so there's no way around it. Like, I gotta
Mhm.
speak Spanish.
Do you
but
incorporate that into
feel
your
me?
music?
Nah.
Come on.
Cause you gotta think about it. My
What?
music is so authentic. And it's like I barely speak Spanish, so it's like why would I put that into my music? I don't be speaking
give us,
Spanish
like, one
that.
word,
You
like a
feel me?
vaina.
I might,
Alright,
yeah, I might. Maybe if I make a song for like my mom or something,
Yeah,
like
or the
you feel me?
ladies.
You know, hey, you never,
Never
know.
know.
I might have to.
You might have to. Word. So, what's it been like? Performing, creating. What are some memorable moments that you remember?
It's been a trip, bro. It's been a W. The most memorable moment I remember probably have to be my first artist retreat that I did.
Okay.
Feel me? When we had, cause it's like I never had the power to bring together that many artists. Feel me? So when I was finally able to do it, it was like it let me know, okay, now I'm getting well connected.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm advancing. You feel me? Another memorable moment I feel like for me was Faded Fest. I just performed at Faded Fest.
Okay.
Yeah, and I brought out, like, that was my biggest show. I brought out the most fans I ever had that day, you know?
Dope.
I was like, before that show, I hadn't brought out like more than like 3 fans to a show.
What?
Yeah,
I
but it's
love
all about
that.
setting that goal though.
Yeah,
Like
I
once you
love-
set that goal, you can reach it. You just gotta
I love
set
that
it.
you do that. We were just talking about that, with another artist about, genuinely like reaching out to people like, yo, support me, come,
Most
bring that fan
definitely.
base out to your shows.
Most definitely.
And that's super dope. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is like some advice that you would give an artist, that's having trouble like making real connections with people and like creating
Yeah.
real fans? Like what do you
I
do to
mean-
create real fans?
For me, my mindset that I go about things, I like to think exactly the position I'm in, I deserve to be there. So
Yeah.
whether I'm winning or I'm losing is my fault. You know what I mean? So when you start taking accountability for it,
Mhm.
then you can see the goals in the holes in your work. You know, and you can see, okay, what do I gotta fill in? What do I gotta work on more to be able to get more people interested in me? Because
Yeah.
you can't force nobody to be
Nope.
interested in you. You
You
gotta
can't.
be interesting.
Yeah,
you
that is
know?
a great point
So
for
it's
real.
like, yeah.
So why Mad Rack?
Why Mad Rack? Why my
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
All right. everybody think my name is about money. I don't blame them. You know, it sound like Mad Rex. But my name actually don't got nothing to do with money. It's just 'cause I keep it real. Like, you ever heard somebody say keep it a stack? Like, keep it a rack.
I always say
you feel
that.
me? Yeah, so
Like,
I'm
keep it,
Mad
I say
Rack.
it to my
like,
students. Keep it a stack.
You feel me?
You know you're skipping.
You know you was skipping?
No, straight up. Like, they act like I don't know. One time, so many kids were skipping the bathroom, I brought the classroom to the bathroom. Not the classroom, but I went in, it was a girls. Okay, please. I went in there and said, hey, y'all want to be in the bathroom? I'm going to teach y'all about an essay right in here. They were like, oh, my God, miss. Nah.
I would have hated that.
Exactly where you at.
I would have hated
yeah,
it.
they
Nah, I'm
know,
glad I
see?
ain't go to the same high school you teach at.
What?
Imagine
no, they
that.
be in my classroom asking for food. We be freestyling.
Oh, I got so. Hey, I guess they kind of earned it. Then you kind of earned the right to walk in on them and stuff like that.
But yeah. But anyways, that's cool. Yeah, I remember, seeing you perform. Where are all the places that you've been performing at recently?
I wouldn't even be able to tell you, man.
Oh.
I pull up the address like an hour before and
Oh,
get there. You know what I mean? But like,
see what's on the agenda for
yeah,
today.
you feel me? But all I know, Grumpy's. That's the first place I ever performed at.
Grumpy's,
you know, yeah, Grumpy's got a little bit of clout in
Like
Orlando, so.
cheeseburger?
Nah, one of they open mics.
Oh.
Just the open mic, yeah. So I'm always gonna show love to Grumpy's forever. Like, you feel
I
me?
know
'Cause that's
RC
like,
Sniper was doing stuff over there too.
yeah, that's the one I went to.
Okay,
yeah, Snipers,
RC
Fat
Sniper.
Boys.
Shout out
yeah,
Fat Boy,
they
shout out
open
Sniper
mics,
because they got Austin's every Monday.
Most
I'm always
definitely,
there.
Most definitely.
Yep,
fire.
underground stuff. Underground.
Yeah.
Word. Well, I'm excited to hear your track. And I know you got this retreat. When's the next retreat coming?
April 28th through 30th. So this time I'm giving everybody a lot of time, feel me, be able to
sign up,
get ready, feel me, lock in, cause it obviously it is a fee, be able to cover the Airbnb.
Yeah.
But I'm a starving artist too, so I get how it go, so I want to give everybody a lot of time, be able to, get their stuff right, get everything good.
Yeah.
So that we can, we can all move forward and progress together.
Come together. Word. All right. So where can we find you? And let's introduce your track, Second Grade.
Yes, man. Y'all can find me everywhere. You feel me? If you want to find me physically, I'm in Orlando like every day. I'm outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to come out to events. You feel me? If I post, I'm gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna be there. So everybody just come outside. That's where you can find me. As far as socials, who is Mad Rack on Instagram? I'm Mad Rack on all streaming platforms. I'm everywhere. So,
all right, let's go. So let's introduce your track.
Yes, man. I got Second Grade. I ain't gonna tell y'all too much about it. I just want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to really vibe with this. I know this shit gonna hit your soul. So
all right, let's go. Mad Rack, Second Grade, Free Yourself Radio. You already know. Keep it a rack. Let's go.
Yes,
Even
right, Free Yourself Radio. We have all the queens right here. This is Pretty Palace. We have the beautiful business. Thank you so much for being patient, for being here, gracing us with your presence. Tell us a little bit about, your business and what all of you beautiful queens.
Yes, spoil me.
Spoil me.
Well, we started off as models and influencers, and we kind of kept crossing paths one way or another. I'm buying clothes from her, getting my nails done from her. Me and her were Facebook friends for forever. So after a time, we was just like, you know what, we should just come together and do something for the plus size community here in Orlando.
I love that.
And so we just got together and made it happen.
Okay.
We're coming up on a year, May 1st.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us more about the business too.
So the Pretty Palace is, like she said, it's a modeling, networking, influencing, just a safe space for plus size women in the community. A safe space for plus size women in the community that do want to model, do want to get out there, maybe you need a confidence boost, you need someone around you to help you, elevate yourself. We all work together to, elevate ourselves, to get out there in the community, just to be, the Pretty Palace. We're pretty girls. And
okay. Yeah, you are beautiful women. I love that, that you guys emphasize and you saying try to do something for plus size, because I think too, like a lot of times models, they have this stigma, and it's like, I was telling this girl the other day, she's like really, thick and she looks good, and she's like, no, I'm too big to be a model. I'm like, that's not, that's not true. So tell us a little bit about that, like, how did it get you? Like, how did you get to the point where you're like, nah, like I love myself, and like embody that and reach that sense of true empowerment?
It took years. It didn't come just automatically. It took years.
Right.
It's something we've all been working on since like the age of 11.
Right.
Because we've always been the bigger kid.
Yep.
So it took so much struggles. It took life lessons. It took breakups. It took family members not accepting your way. It took so much. But then we all found that one similarity in all of us. So we uplift each other all the time.
That.
So I've been modeling for years. Yeah. So one day I was just like, you know what? There's no size when you take a picture. Yeah. Everybody likes to say, oh, only skinny girls can model. There's no size in pictures.
Right. I think that's awesome. I'm a middle school teacher, and like there's a lot of bullying that goes on. And a lot of girls, they have to over project and like really try to like, seem tough, all the time against boys too, because they're always like getting picked on and stuff like that, oh, you the big girl and shut up. And it's like, man, your words cut deep. So I love that. I would actually love for y'all at some point to maybe even somehow talk to the kids. That would be super awesome. So what else, like with your business, what are some upcoming things that you guys have coming up?
We have an artist showcase featuring all female artists coming up.
Well, I'm a female artist.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we gonna have to talk about
that. Just
we
so
got
you
the
know.
420 party coming up.
Okay.
We have our fashion show headlined by Plus I'm Pretty Boutique, which will be plus size designers and boutiques only. And we also have a Powder Puff game coming up soon, where we'll have all the women in Orlando that want to kind of make that difference and make a statement.
Okay.
We'll have us
like
playing football. Y'all ready to play?
They do that at the middle school Powder Puff. That's cool that y'all do that. And woman empowerment as well. So what has been something that you want to share, maybe like a story or a testimony for other women who have kind of dealt with self-confidence and like things like that, like something that you've gone through or a story that you've experienced that really like is part of your testimony that you're able to overcome? Like,
well, I'm gonna shout out to them three, because these three, ironically, I'm sitting here, the ones that uplifted me the most.
Okay, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to these three. It was times when I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want to show my body because people just talk too much. But joining the Pretty Palace really saved my life. Like,
praise God.
And I tell them that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it really saved my life. So shout out to the Pretty Palace.
She would have never wore this.
No.
Ever.
And it's interesting because even like I be self-conscious and stuff too. Like like certain things, there's little areas. It's like my face, or like I got my daughter and a certain But I think it's it's cool to empower yourself, and not everybody is perfect. If you got cellulite, you got cellulite. Like, okay, like whatever, I mean, it's good to work, like it's good, of course, for your health, your mind, work out and stuff. But it's also about like just like loving yourself. And you know, the song that I have is called Self Love, so that's super dope.
If you ain't gonna love yourself, can't nobody.
Nobody. And I think it's important to emphasize that just because you do want to change some things about yourself doesn't mean that you don't love yourself, right? But be willing to meet yourself halfway. Be willing to love yourself in where you are now, and then it'll be so much easier when you do make other changes. People's comments and stuff, they won't impact you because I already loved myself before. I just made a couple of improvisations. You know the word. I made some improvements to myself, and that's okay. If you want to get a BBL, that's okay. And if you don't, that's okay. Do what you want to do.
Right.
And
it's your body. Don't body shame somebody.
Exactly. But don't allow anyone to body shame you either and get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because getting away with it is like the guy was saying earlier, it's head trash.
Head trash.
They're in your head, but you don't have to allow them to live there.
No.
Right.
That is true. I really love that because sometimes it's like we have to take back control of our minds, you know.
For sure.
And I love that, you know, what y'all are doing, you know, to represent the woman and in plus size community. Like that's dope because I feel like so many young queens, so many young girls are cutting themselves, are attempting suicide, are doing all these things, you know, lowering, degrading themselves, doing stuff like sexually with men just to try to get validation. Like I literally was working with homeless youth for a while. There was I work on OBT at the middle school, so there's a lot of girls, prostitution, human trafficking in Orlando. And we need to, you know, all of these things like contribute to why people do what they do because they feel like so. I really love what y'all are doing. Any way that we can support your business, you know, we always welcome you here. So again, let us know one more time where we can find you, and everybody make sure that y'all pop out for their upcoming events, support their business. Remember, shop local, support local. So yeah.
Yes, you can follow us on all platforms at The Pretty Palace. On Instagram, it's at thepretty.palace.
All right, Pretty Palace with the queen.
Yes, and thank you to everybody that has been supporting us. Yes, where
every queen is crowned. I love that. Thank you again for having us. And we're actually about to get into my track called Self Love. Shout out Constance Frequency. Maisha did her thing as well. She's a singer, and we're about to play it. So Simba X, Self Love. Let's go.
Protecting my mind, protecting my joy, protecting my peace. Protecting my mind, protecting my joy. Protecting my mind, protecting my joy, protecting my peace. Yeah. Loving on myself, protecting myself, mirroring myself. Looking into myself, loving on myself, joy for myself. You just gotta love in yourself. You know it's your spiritual health. Take care of your mental, your wealth. Stop entertaining the toxic, the hell. I seen you loving yourself. Your smile looks really good in them hills. I love it when you just cook for yourself. You big up yourself, you stick up yourself. Tell the people you busy, you boring. Nah, mama, I'm busy, I'm soaring. I'm taking time to just recognize glory. Taking time to do what's best for me. Eucalyptus rose petals adorn me. Candles lit by the tub, yes, spoil me. Spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. Loving on myself, protecting myself, mirroring myself, looking into myself, loving on myself, joy for myself, That self-love is that good love. Self-love is that good love. Good love is that good love. That good love. Good love. That good love. You know, it's the point when you start saying no to people because it's like you just need some me time, you know? It's like that time when you just realize, like, you know what?
I'ma just take a little time for me, yeah.
Self-love is that good love.
It's the point that you realize the people just gotta wait, like sometimes you just need a little me time, like look yourself in the mirror and say, nah, today, yeah, today I'ma put me first. Yeah.
Scrolling down your Instagram feed, searching for a sign of you and me. Let you go, yeah, I'm in deep. It's this all because of me. Said, don't know what you want from me, don't know what you want from me. I gave you every part of me, and I couldn't get one piece of you, and still can't get over you, but you won't hear that from me. So why do I do this? Could this make me stupid? Why can't I pick up the phone and just ask you if you got no options and I'd be attractive? Why can't I pick up the phone? Could this mean that I'm just way too damn stubborn? Hey, so damn stubborn. Why am I just way too damn stubborn? Hey, so damn stubborn. Realized that what I did was wrong. Ran away, but now searching for home. Could you just find your way back to me so we can live in harmony? Said, don't know what you want from me, don't know what you want from me. I gave you every part of me, and I couldn't get one piece of you, and still can't get over you, but you won't.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the duo right here, straight from South by Southwest, Texas. Okay, the Lovers. What's up?
Hello, everybody.
How are you? Hello. I am so excited that you are here. I literally was just with them in Texas for South by Southwest. You came all the way from Brazil.
Yes.
Okay.
I came all the way from Rio.
Yo, what? First time in the United States. So dope. So I saw you guys performing live. You did amazing. Was it the first time you met in person too?
Yes, at the same day of the show, actually.
What? I loved it. It was so dope. It was so raw. And one thing that I like to do is I don't just watch performers. I watch the audience. I watch the way they react because I like to learn from that. Like I want to see how they're reacting so I can know as well. And they were like, man, this is dope. It was original, was unique.
Oh, we felt it. We felt the love.
Definitely. So tell us about yourself individually real quick and then about like what you're doing together. So Ambition, do you want to?
Oh, yeah. So, hi, my name is Ambition. I was born and raised in Paterson, New Jersey. I started making music as, kind of my own little form of therapy. I noticed there was a lot of like really dark, negative stuff out, and I just wanted to be a more positive light for the next generation that's coming after me.
Okay.
Aw.
Amazing. And remind me again your name.
And I'm Luella.
Luella.
I was born and raised in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. And I came here just for the South by Southwest fair, and it was
You gotta move here now?
I want to.
Maybe so.
I want to pretty soon because I write songs in English and people there are like, nah.
Yeah.
But here they get what I'm saying, They get what I'm saying.
Oh, man. I remember when I moved to Orlando, there's a lot of Brazilian people here. Yeah. And I learned some Portuguese, like tambon, chope, certain little words. Chope. Yeah, yes.
You like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Obrigado. Anyway, so yeah, I learned some things. But that's so dope that you guys were able to really be cohesive and perform together in South by Southwest in Texas. Tell us about your experience at South by Southwest. All of us, shout out Indie Jams. Of course, we're on Indie Jams, Free Yourself Radio. We were all out there together, and tell us about your experience there.
It was so fun and so nice to be there because, like I said, I've never been to America before. And it was my first time meeting Ambition live. We've been working together for about 4 years, but me there and him here.
He was hype on the plane. We rode on the same plane, and I went to the bathroom and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, like I'm about to meet you for the first time." I was like, "Okay."
It was insane. I got my passport last minute.
What?
So it was amazing to actually see it going somewhere really nice, you know.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're able to experience that. So tell us what it's like in Brazil doing music.
Well, I love it. I love Brazil. It's a really beautiful place, but culturally it's kind of dead right now. Only the same kind of music makes, you know, to the radio and things, and I'm not that kind of music.
Yeah, you're not the kind of music. Yeah, exactly. Well, I love the fact that you stay true to yourself. You know, sometimes people conform just to get commercialized, but you just have to keep pushing, you know, independently.
Yes.
So yeah, we gotta have you come back and perform with us and everything. So
I hope so.
Amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about like yourself as well, Ambition. How long have you been doing music?
God. Okay, so this is really embarrassing, right?
Why?
So, let me put you in my frame of reference. It's 7th grade, right? I've only heard about maybe like 3 actual rappers. You know, it's like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Busta Rhymes. I'm like, all right, boom, I know what hip hop is, right? So me and my like best friend at the time, like we would always like freestyle, and it was just fun. Never really took it serious. And then sadly he passed away, as we were heading towards 8th grade, and I spent almost that whole year in like a weird shock. And then when freshman year started, I was like, well, I'm stuck here now. And we both had this dream together, so I'd rather have the opportunity to live it out for him as well as for myself.
I love that.
So
yeah.
That's when I started taking it serious.
Yeah, I hear that. So what's something for you? I know you had your own camera. You know, you were out there making heavy connections. What's something for you that's really important as an artist to do?
Say hi to everyone and be nice to everyone you meet. Look, being a human is hard enough as it is, let alone being a human with an ego.
Right.
You know,
you gotta respect people's paths, whatever
true.
they are.
That is true.
And network.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, you know, they lack that piece. They think that everybody is just supposed to come to them. It's like, nah, like you're not that you're not him, but like, yo, like
you're not though.
Practice humility and humbleness, because everybody thinks like, oh, like they gotta come to me. Nah, man, like even if you up here, you know, go and introduce yourself.
No one has to come for you.
No,
anytime.
nobody owes
no one
you
has
anything.
To. Exactly.
Like, but you see that in the music
yourself.
industry, a lot of artists, they have so much pride and ego, and they're so competitive, and they feel like everybody should come to them and, you know, pay them like $3,000 just to say a word. And it's like, dude, like, you know what I mean? So I love that I saw you networking. Where can we find you performing next?
We're actually gonna be performing at March Madness tonight.
Yo! Oh my God! What is that? Those of y'all who don't know, who are asleep, Free Yourself Open Mic is having our open mic tonight. Doors open at 8. We're going all the way till 1. We got 30 artists on the lineup. DJ, host, hookah, vibes, vendors come through. Just pass by. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited to have you there. So where can we find you? And let's introduce your track.
Okay.
You want to start off?
Where can you find you?
Instagram.
What do you mean?
What is your social media?
Oh, my Instagram.
Other
Sorry,
than Rio.
guys. Language barrier. I'm Luella Who on Instagram, and it's actually funny because we met and we had absolutely like the same name.
Yeah, same.
Almost the same name.
Profile
He was
picture.
Who is Ambition, and I was Luella Who, and both of us had our white eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You still got them.
No. I think it's interesting. Like at first, I didn't know like where to look when I first saw him with the eyes. I was like, but like I think it's cool. You know, he's unique.
Yeah, no, he's like that.
Yeah. No. Okay, and then where's your Instagram?
At Who Is Ambition on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, AOL, PO Box.
We're everywhere.
Throwback, boy. People still use that. Yeah, what? All right, then. So let's introduce your track. This is The Lovers called Morning Star. Let's go.
Let's go.
so much evil, that's my gun. Without approval, I'm not sure. I hear those demons and I don't. Saying, I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love, baby. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love, baby. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love.
I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love, baby. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love. I just wanna feel your love, baby.
All right, Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only I Chop Cake. You said shout out to Yeshua and God. I love that. Praise
Yes.
God. How are you doing today, sir?
Chaotic.
You're chaotic, but
Yeah.
but in a good way, or hopefully.
Both good and bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for being transparent. Thank you for being here, because you could be anywhere else, but you're here. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So basically, my alter ego name is I Chop Cake, and I am a child of God. And long story short, our mission is to basically bring positivity and balance into this planet.
Okay, awesome. And what all do you do though?
So I and other people alike, I met some, but like basically our job is to basically bring creativity. Some of us are music artists. We had one, but they killed him, and that's X. X was actually one of a Star Seed, and he basically, his goal in music was to bring creativity and positivity, but they killed him off. But now there's a lot more like X that's slowly like coming up to the industry and like mainstream platform in general.
Okay. So how long have you been in the scene, doing your thing? How long have you been around with it?
I basically just been like low key. I just been like writing music. I've been trying to like work on like basically building my the label and stuff like that, managing artists, but yeah.
Okay. So why Chop Cake?
So basically, long story short, I basically had that name since I was a kid, and the reason why I kept it is because like it's a very unique name, and I'm just like, honestly, that's basically who I am. It's like when people see me and people see what I put out, they could be like, what the fuck? Okay, like something like unique.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I heard it and I was thinking about cake. I love cake. That's super dope. So what are some, what are some goals that you have? Like some things that you want to accomplish?
Honestly, I just want love and peace. That's it.
Okay. Dope. Yeah, I think we all do, love, peace, and unity. For you, like, what has been something that, really stood out to you, like a really great memory that you've had during your creative process?
I think that was like the first time I was actually like able to really just like get into it with music, because like how I even got into music was because like ever since X died, I'm like, okay, since no one's gonna make the music like him, I guess I have to start like making music about my emotions and stuff like that, because you got all these other artists rapping about pills and drugs. I'm like, I don't fucking do that, so how I'm gonna connect with them? So I just started to like starting music as for fun, but like for the fuck of it. But then people was like, you're not really bad. So then I just started to get into it, and then that's when I started to really connect with myself and be like, okay, now I see why people do music.
Yeah. Did you ever used to like, he used to do lives about like frequencies and stuff like that? I remember I'm a teacher, so a lot of my students, they were big fans of X, and they were impacted when he passed and things like that. So like different frequencies. Like he was talking a lot about that in his Instagram lives and stuff. They're on YouTube. Were you into that? Like, did you follow that or anything like that?
Yeah, and honestly, he's correct, because there's a lot of artists that be using some dark frequency, and honestly, it's catchy. But that's the problem, because of catchy it is. It really brings your like energy down.
Yeah,
makes you low, ignorant, and it's been like and that's why they had to kill X off, because X was someone that was honestly, if he became mainstream, the whole world, like the whole entire vibe with music and how it is, it would have been a whole different direction. But nope.
Yeah. So did you grow up around music, or?
Yeah, surprisingly, yes.
Your family, or who did you see?
Honestly, just like myself, I was born and raised in Haiti, so I came to America at the age of 5.
Okay.
So like coming to America, I'm like, oh shit, I'm looking at all these rappers. Oh oui, yeah, me parle créole très bien.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, m'te fait le pays ça pour presque tout temps la vie. But yeah, I used to like travel back to Haiti right now. Right now it's fucked up. It's really bad, unfortunately.
In Haiti, yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
We had another artist earlier from Haiti as well too.
Oh yeah.
Dope. Yeah. Word. So where can we find you?
Honestly, just look up I Chop Cake, and you're definitely gonna see my name around, because the only thing. But honestly, my goal is it's not about me. If I would honestly make it up, I really wouldn't care, because I really want everyone to express the same creativity and passion they do. Because I'm looking around the world and it's just like you could tell that everyone has something in them, but they just keep on limited because of how everyone is and they're afraid of it. So it's just like, you know, my goal is just really just like put myself out there, but at the same time it's just like if I could do it, everyone should do it as well. Everyone should like be able to create yourself. Like who cares if you're not gangster? Who cares if you're not this and that?
Be
like
yourself.
if you
Be true and
exactly
authentic to yourself.
Yeah, and that's what Axe and many
like
other
you
artists.
said, you don't pop pills and all that stuff, so why rap about it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I tell everybody, you know, God gave you an opportunity, a platform, a microphone is a gift. Like, you better be intentional when you get behind that mic. You know, you tired of this person shooting this person, so make a song about it. Stop the, like, be intentional with your tracks. I try to do that every time. So we appreciate you for coming on the platform.
Yeah, of course.
And we're about to get into your song. So One and Only, introduce it.
Yeah, so basically, one of my artists, he's amazing, by the way. I call him the White Drake, but his name is Frills. He came up with a song called One and Only, and basically he just got a relationship, and he was like, I've listened to it, I'm like, okay, I actually need to hop on this because I just got off a serious relationship. So honestly, the song is basically speaks for itself.
All right, let's go. Let's get into it.
Why did you go and leave me? I thought that we were bonding. I think that I have lost me. Without you it's so lonely. I made the feeling homely. Love it when you got to know me. Don't know about it, but you want me. Girl, you were my one and only. Yeah, you were my one and only. Don't know about it, but you want me. Girl, you were my one and only. You ain't drink much, but you drank, I knew. You mix your vodka with the orange juice. Was always there for you, you drank a few. You broke my heart and then I felt a fool. Why did you go and leave me? You didn't take it easy, you always were so needy. I thought you felt the feeling I felt with you. I really do, I miss you. It's getting hard to push through. You tore me like a tissue. Yeah, you tore me like a tissue. It's getting really hard to push through. Girl, you tore me like a tissue.
Why did you have to leave me? Baby, please don't leave me. I cannot take this place, so I try to admit it, I'm sorry. All of it's complicated, I toss out all our pages. Just me and you sedated in this empty room like cages. Why did you have to leave me? You made it look so easy. Heartbroken and depression, fuck with you a lot, I felt that. You're drowning in your darkness, I'm not your fucking savior. I fight every darkness, my heart broken and now it's heartless. Girl, you got me dancing in my room. It's hard to move on when I miss you too. Girl, you got me dancing in my room. Why did you go and leave me? I thought that we were bonding. I think that I have lost me. Without you it's so lonely. I made the feeling homely. Love it when you got to know me. Don't know about it, but you want me. Girl, you were my one and only. Yeah, you were my one and only. Don't know about it, but you want me. Girl, you were my one and only.
Free Yourself Radio. We are back with the one and only Sassy Lady Queen. How you feeling? I'm well. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come on here and talk a little bit about yourself. Tell us about who you are, where you from, and what you do. Okay. All right, super dope. Love that. How long you been doing that? Yeah, I love that you talk about that. I actually, outside of doing this, I'm a middle school teacher, and I keep telling these kids because they're like, oh, I have got no money, I can't do anything on the break. I'm like, man, y'all over here doing each other's hair in class. Go and start a business, start an LLC, like make the social media. I'll teach you. So I love the fact that you do that. You're an entrepreneur. So how long have you been doing it again? Repeat that. Mhm. Love that. What would be like a piece of advice that you would give for some other people that trying to really take themselves serious and be a full-time entrepreneur? Because it's hard to walk away from corporate America and really like pursue your dreams. Facts. Oh yeah, definitely putting God first and prioritizing, not idolizing anything else. God's gonna line it up and open the doors for you. So we love that. Do you have any like specials or any promos or anything coming up, or what's the best way for people to book you, support your business? Okay. Make you look fly. Okay, so what all do you specialize in again? All right, perfect. So I have a question for somebody that wants to like start their business and doing hair, because I have a young, girl who wants to. Like what would be some of the basics that you feel like a starter kit? Like, they go to the hair store and things like that. What do you feel like are some of the basic like supplies that people should get just to really just start? Yeah, somebody earlier said perfect. I forgot the whole thing they said, but basically, yeah, practice, definitely helps, and the repetition, everything like that. Yeah, I love that. So I definitely am gonna be telling people about you as well. We would love to have you come out and speak and everything at the open mic. We have a lot of people there who I think would be your clients, could be great clients and stuff like that. So one other thing I wanted to ask you is what has been like a setback for you, or something that you felt like held you back for a while, or maybe still something you deal with or battle to try to like stop you or deter you from going, but you keep going every day? Okay. Mhm. Yeah. I do too. Most definitely, and I affirm that for you. Definitely, I think sometimes people have to leave your life for new ones to enter. So I think like that's yeah. Not all clients are good ones. Just because they have money to put up doesn't mean. Because I have a woman that I was doing braids in my hair for a long time, and she was saying that it's really deep, like touching people's scalp, and touching people's head, and touching people's scalp is something that's could even be like spiritual. So um That is important. That's facts. So, all right, tell us one more time where we can find you and where all the artists that are supporting can book you. All right, perfect. Thank you again so much. This is Free Yourself Radio. We don't only have artists and rappers and singers, but we have entrepreneurs coming on here as well. So support local, shop local, keep the money in the same circle. Free Yourself Radio. Let's go.